Well, hello there. How are you all doing tonight? Welcome on in. Sorry to keep you waiting there. Uh, 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 Lily! Lily! Baby! Real. Lily! Mwah, mwah, hugs to the little starlets, but thank you so much. Thank you. Mwah. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. You have no idea how much that means to me. Mm, 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 mm. I don't know what happened there, but yes. Thank you, Lily, for the subs. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, anyway, so welcome on in. I hope you're all having a wonderful night or day or wherever it is where you are. Tonight we're having a bit more of a relaxed stream. Subs are delicious. I agree, Celine. Also, hi, Celine. Thank you for coming on in. Oh, Sarah, hey, welcome back. Happy to see you here. Happy to see you here. Sorry I kind of went quiet a little bit in DMs earlier. Just got a little busy there, but I'll get back to you, okay? Especially for setting up Tabletop Simulator. But yes, welcome on in, everybody. Tonight we're gonna paint some orcs. So we're gonna have a nice time. And we're gonna have ourselves a wonderful time just painting some orcs, maybe yap about 40k. Who knows where the night will take us, but I'm here to have some fun, and I hope you are too. So that said, let me switch on over to the camera. Ba-da! Look at that. Got shorts on, some fishnets. We're good to go. We are good to go. How's everyone doing? I'm doing all right. Thank you so much for asking. I'm actually in a very good mood tonight. And I actually do have some wonderful news. I'll get to that in a second. But yes, oh, you're welcome. I see you too, cutie. Oh, thank you, Celine. Mwah. Mwah. Much love. Much love. Is fishnet easier to get paint out of than other garments? No. It's mostly for, audience appeal, to be honest. I mean, come on, like if people are looking for someone to do a paint stream and they see fishnets, you know their asses are gonna come right in, you know? As an aesthetic choice. Got it. Yeah, totally. Totally an aesthetic choice. Totally an aesthetic choice. Totally. But anyway, so yes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be painting some orcs. If you want to paint, draw, or just chill with me as I paint some orcs, feel free to join along. I do not mind. Especially if you got some unfinished minis that you want to paint yourself. So go right ahead. I'm all for it. But I'm mostly here to give you some company tonight, and we're going to have a little bit of music playing. So looking forward to that. Let me set up that music right now before we get started. Gonna set a little quiet here so at least you can hear me. Do do do. Alright, the annoying part is I have to have my keyboard on the side. But either way, let's shuffle playlist. There we go. Maybe put it a little quieter. There we go. Alright. I'm not too familiar with orcs beyond red goes faster, I'm a tank. Yeah, that's basically about it with orcs. They are weaponized autism. Oh yeah, it's orc with an ORK in 40k. Otherwise, it's just the traditional ORC. I guess it really depends which orc you're talking about. If you're talking like Age of Sigmar orc, then it's different, I think. But in that, there's that. So yeah, for those new, so tonight I'm going to be painting some Warhammer 40k. With me here, I got me some orky boys. Last stream, I got to, I think Orc is fantasy. Yeah, I think it is too. All right, got it. So 40k orcs distinct from Tolkien orcs. Oh yeah, absolutely. These guys are very distinct from Tolkien orcs. Actually, I got the codex real quick. Let me go grab it. You're gonna make me nerd out about Warhammer 40k, and I'm not sorry for it. Alright, Age of Sigmar is orks. Oh, okay, good to know. But yes, so this is the official codex for the orks, for the game itself, the tabletop. I don't have the latest version, I have the last editions. I'm gonna get the latest version soon, but this is the last editions one. But look at that art though. Oh, that's like the main reason I even get the codexes other than gameplay. I just love, love, love the art on these covers. They are so good. But yes, so if you don't know much about 40k lore or just orcs in general, Celine, I am more than happy to yap about it if you're willing to let me. If you're more willing to let me, as that's some cool book art. I know, right? Yeah, I got the latest. I'll show you the other ones. I got the latest codex for the Space Marines, and I have the latest edition for the core book. Let me go get it. If you think the cover art is amazing, you should see what's inside the books. Oh my god. So this is the main edition book. This is the core book here. Just look at that gorgeous art. Isn't it amazing? And on the back, you can see some of the miniatures being fully painted and being put in a diorama. Blech. But yeah, look at that. That's a lot how good these models can get. Oh, it's not a pile of burning corpses. It's actually a bunch of Space Marines in battle. But yes, you get the idea. This game is grim. The setting's grim. In fact, it's the setting that coined the term grimdark, which is the cool part. Anyway, I'm actually going to get to actually painting. So I got me some paints. So I was deciding on what colors I wanted to do for the Orky boys in terms of their outfit. Because right now they're just black, because all I was able to do last stream is I was able to paint the weapons, just their base coat, and then get their skin down. But I was not able to get to anything else. But tonight, I am going to get to painting their outfits and then finishing them up a little bit. Just to finish the base coating, and then maybe if I got time, I'll finish with the shading. Over here, I got this little guy. This is Reginald, my emotional support dreadnought. Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? I painted him about like a year ago. He's one of my favorite ones that I painted. I love how he looks. He's part of my Space Marine army, the Celestial Lions, and oh my goodness, he looks so good. Actually, let me show you his big brother. I'll show you his big brother real quick before I get to painting. Yay. Alright, that's a cute mech. You said his name's Reginald? Yes, I named him Reginald. Reginald the second, because Reginald the first died, unfortunately, in battle. Quite literally, he was smashed to pieces. That's a whole story. But this is his bigger brother. This is Greg. I named him Greg. But that's his big brother there, so you can see the size difference between the two. Both of these I hand painted myself. And I'm so proud of how they both came out. He was painted more traditionally, while this was more of a speed paint. I used contrast paints for him and speed paint colors, so that's why he looks a little different. But yeah, he was traditionally painted, but he was speed painted, so hee. Yes, so I'll have both of my emotional support dreadnoughts right here. But yes, they're from my other army that I painted like over a year ago, because I had not painted in a long time, and stream's given me a reason to paint. Anyway, Greg and Reginald, I'm sensing a pattern here. Oh, are you? Yes, 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 yes. You are sensing a pattern indeed. Anywho, let's get this paint on this canvas. So, what I typically like to do is a wet canvas, and it's pretty easy to put together. It's basically just parchment paper. I'll show it a little better here. It's literally just parchment paper and a little sponge underneath to keep the thing wet. And boy, is it moist. But see here, so I want to figure out what I want to start with first. To lay down. Let me get my trusty little broken sponge brush here to get the paint on. So, funny thing about this slime, this brand Citadel, which is actually owned by the same company that makes Warhammer 40k models, which is Games Workshop, they also make their own paint line. But what's interesting about these guys is that you don't just drop them in like you would with regular acrylic paints. Instead, what you have to do, I'll show you here. You gotta shake it up first to get the paint all mixed up. Not the only thing that's moist. Shush, Sarah, shush. I gotta behave myself a little bit tonight. Actually, I want to talk about it. I'm not gonna behave myself. Why would I? But yeah, you shake it up, and then you open it up. And there's a little lip here. That's where you grab the paint. So using a paintbrush, I usually just use an old one. And I will just grab a good amount of here, and then I will put it on the canvas like this. And put it on a wet canvas so it stays nice and moist. So my paints are actually naturally thinned down, so they're not going to glob my models. And that's about as far as my artistic ability goes. Alright. Yeah, Reginald the First. Should I tell you about the tragedy that was Reginald the First? Sorry. So, Reginald the First, he was also a venerable dreadnought. This is a Redemptor dreadnought, but this is a venerable dreadnought, which is why they look so different. But, I'll get some paint going here. I got the other paintbrush that I forgot to clean last night. That's okay. It should do just fine. So I think I'll start with the blue. If you don't know, my objective tonight is I'm going to be painting these orcs, their outfits at least, in the trans pride flag colors. So that's going to be blue, pink, and white. I'm probably going to start with the blue, because blue would probably be the easiest to put on for their current prime. Oh, I just now noticed the pun, prime for success. Yes, they are. They are very much primed for success, my orky boys. Ooh, excuse me, I am burpy today. But yes. Unfortunately, this webcam's not that great, so you're not going to see too little of what I'm doing, but that's okay. Unfortunately, I can't focus either. It's really bad at that, but hey, you at least get to see what the colors are. But yeah, it's currently just base coated right now with metallics and the skin and the main coat for the outfit. So my main goal right now is just to get the outfits colored today. I don't know what I'm going to paint them just yet. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I gotta do something real quick. Because not making the same mistake as last time. There we go. Last night, I accidentally put the... Well, not last night, but the last time I did this, I put the overlay of the camera over my alerts, so I didn't see any of the alerts. So not letting that happen again tonight, so let's hope that won't happen. But anyway, so I'm going to start with blue, because blue will be the easiest to put down in terms of color. We got it thinned down, so just got to figure out what I want to do. Do I want to make the pants blue? Do I want to make the shirt blue? Do I want to make the gloves blue? Tough choice. If you don't know, it's not just red that makes them believe that the red is faster. For orcs, blue means it's tough. White means it's fearless. And purple means it's sneaky. Yes, sneaky. They actually think if they paint something in purple, it makes it sneaky. I'm not joking. But yes, as I paint them, I'm going to tell you about my orky boys and their lore around them. And just so you know, like, what it's like. You know what? I will paint... Yeah, I'll paint the weapons in blue. I think the weapons will look good in blue. Actually, I got an idea. Purple? Never saw a purple orc. Exactly. So you can't prove that purple doesn't make you sneaky. I think what I'll do... Yeah, I'll make his shoulder pad here blue. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Start with that. It's coming on nicely. So if a lot of these paints, when you have them fit down, sometimes you just need to do 2 thin coats because sometimes the first coat is not going to work. It's going to come out a little patchy, but that's okay. But that's also the reason why I put a metallic color on the armor pieces. That way, whatever color I put down, it's not going to come in all that patchy. And if it does come patchy, that's okay, because then it makes the color scheme look a little messy, which for orcs, that's perfect. So we're going to start with the blue. Alright. But yes, so let me give you the basics for orcs lore there, Celine. Oh, thank you, Dryad, for the Baja Blast. Welcome on in. We're just painting orky boys in trans colors. And I like to think that they're non-binary in this case. But, yes. Okay, that's a nice... Okay, I like that blue so far. But this is just the base coat blue, which is why it's a little dark. And I'm okay with that. So, his armor is going to be that blue... I'll save the breastplate for last. So, what else do I want to make blue? I think I'll make... Yeah, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'll make his axe head blue as well. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Currently, I don't have my headphones on, so I can't hear any of the redeems. Thank you for the hydrate. Just got some Celsius today to keep me energized. So I'll paint the axe head blue as well, because why not? I think that'd be a nice contrast. And I think what I'll do is I will paint the handle pink or white. Actually, I think probably pink. Yeah, because pink would probably work best in this case. But yes, that's what we're going to do. I got confidence in this paint scheme, but we'll see how it goes. But that's why I'm like testing it out on one orky boy. That way I can see how this is going to work. Okay. Guys, axe head blue. Alright. By the way, Dryad, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for coming. Mwah. Alright. But yes, orc lore. So the basics of orcs is that during the old days, during the War in Heaven as it's called, back before humanity ever existed in 40k, and back before like the modern setting was a thing, what happened was that there was the old ones, and then there was the Necrons, and they decided they have a big old fight together. And the old ones wanted to combat the very powerful Necrons, or as they were called back then, Necrontyr, decided to create 2 races to help them fight. And that would be the Eldar and the Krorks, which is the primal version of these guys. After the War in Heaven ended and their creators, the old ones, died, the Krorks kind of just lost their purpose. So, eventually over time, they just kind of went feral and devolved over time. But they still continue to exist, still built for their primary purpose, which was for fighting. They're literally designed for fighting. They have literally no other purpose in this life or in this world but to fight. That's the interesting part about them. So all they know is war. All they know is fighting. They are quite literally just a bioweapon incarnate. But, yes. So, what you need to know about that is that they are fungus men. Actually, even calling them med is not really correct with them because they don't have really gender. They're just fungus. But they're literally fungus. So they're not meat, they're fungus. And they don't reproduce sexually. There's no such thing as male or female orcs. There's just orcs. And how orcs reproduce is that when they die, okay, I think I'll go with him for now. when they die, they release a bunch of spores, and those spores eventually just grow, and they turn into orcs, and that's what creates orcs. And this honestly turns into a very broken thing because what ends up happening is that if they invaded a world, say Imperial world, and they managed to fight them off, or at least, beat them down to the last orc, all those orcs are going to release spores. And when they release spores, that's just going to make more and more orcs. All right, sorry getting called away, but I'll catch this in the VOD later. Oh, okay, thank you so much. Thank you for coming anyway. Mwah. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will catch you later, okay? You have yourself a good time. I'll see you around. But I'll just keep yapping about the lore. Just for you there, Celine. But, yes. So, when they release spores, all those orcs release spores, and then more orcs spawn from them. So, it's almost like a biological fungi hydra. When you just kill one orc, it's just going to spawn many more orcs, and you will basically never be rid of them. So, what happens a lot is that even if you fight off an orc invasion, there's just going to be more orcs cropping up every time. They might be feral, they might just be orcs that know nothing but to fight with sticks and stones, but they're orcs nonetheless. And the thing is, too, is that you can't keep them alone. You can't just ignore them, because that's going to lead to some problems as well. Because eventually, that'll make more orcs, and when that makes more orcs, it makes them stronger. Wait, do they have souls then? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I don't think orcs even have souls. Because, well, then I say that because, then there's chaos. I mean, chaos typically doesn't take an interest in orcs. So I imagine they don't really have that very tasty souls. So I'm not sure if orcs even have souls. That's a good question. That was a very good question. I'm not entirely sure. Alright. But yes. So really, when an orcs take over a world, it's not really a matter of how, but when. They do, but they are kind of blurred together by the Wog and protected from chaos by Gork and Mork. So not in the ways that having a soul is usually relevant in 40k, snippet from Reddit. Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. I'm glad you looked that up for me, because I didn't know either. But yes, that makes sense. Alright. Okay. Now, the fun thing about orcs is when you're painting them, they are honestly very forgiving. Oh, I'm being bullied. JT is calling me the gay evil dog piss deck. How do you pronounce that again? I'm sorry, Lily. Dakabe? Dakabe? I forgot how you pronounce that, but... Oh, I'm sorry, Lily. Of course, JT's bullying you. Dokabe. Oh, Dokabe. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to butcher that. I just forgot how to pronounce it. But yes, okay. Well, as soon as I'm done finishing painting here, I'll go bully him for you. How's that sound, huh, love? Mwah. No one bullies my Lily except me, okay? No worries, just updating you. Okay. Tell JT if he wants me to drink the funny water, he's got to give me some bits, though. Or a sub, one of the two. Because I'm not doing that for free. Yeah, if you don't know, last time I was on stream, JT was trying to get me to drink the paint water over here. But I made it clear that I would never do that. Not for free, anyway. So lost, yes. But yeah, back to that. So, that honestly does make me wonder, though. Are Gork and Mork technically Chaos Gods? I mean, they have to be present in the warp, right? I don't know where else they would be. Or are they kind of like in their own domain? I forgot how that works. I never really paid too much attention when it came to the with how much paint water you'll be drinking. Oh, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, huh? What do you mean by that, Sarah? What do you mean by that? Also, am I pronouncing that right? Sarah, is it? Or is it Sarah? I'm trying to make sure I'm pronouncing everyone's names right. Alright, so yeah, by the way, this blue is just the base coat because the bright blue I have is a layer, so I need to use that if I want to make sure this looks right. Okay, that is pooling a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, yeah, the first way, you're right. Okay. If he subs the whole pot? No, not the whole pot. If he subs, I'll take a sip, and I'm not swallowing it. That's the terms. Because I looked it up, and acrylic paint does have a lot of microplastics in it. So if I do it, which I will only do for a sub, I know I'm a slut, am I right? May's a slut, who would have thought? But if I do it, I'm going to spit it out. I'm not going to swallow. Which, yes, I know, very uncharacteristic of me, but I don't want to go to the hospital, you know? I really don't want to go to the hospital. So I will spit it out right away, and I'll probably wash my mouth out really good if I do it. Just for safety. Because I do not want microplastics in my system. Even though I think for a lot of people it's already in your system. Funny thing. Because you can't really escape microplastics anymore. Like, they're just fucking everywhere. They're in the air. They're in the fucking water. It's like, goddamn. You cannot escape microplastics. I think they did a study recently, too, where they found that a vast majority of people have, like, 10% or so of microplastics in their system, which is just crazy. I might have that number wrong, but even if it's like a percent, that's nuts. That we're exposed to that much microplastics every day, and they're just in the air, and there's like nothing we can really do about it. Like, it's kind of sad it's come to that point, but what can you do? You know, what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? All right. Very sloppy paint job. That's okay. I'll clean up later. Okay. Alright, but yes. You know, orcs, they're funny. If you ever read a orcs book, like, you'll get nothing but entertainment out of it. I mean, if the radar hasn't made me infertile, microplastics made me, I wouldn't doubt it. I have a lot. Yeah, same. I mean, honestly, if it makes me infertile, cool. Cool. I don't have to get a vasectomy. But just don't want all those microplastics in my system in general. Oh, that reminds me. I was going to talk about the good news today. The good news. So, if you don't know, I posted this on Blue Sky a bit. But I recently went to an appointment for Planned Parenthood for gender affirming care. And after I got through the appointment, your girl got herself a prescription of HRT. I'm not joking. So I'm picking it up on Monday because apparently the pharmacy didn't have it in stock, which I wasn't too surprised. But it should be there Monday, and thankfully I only have to pay like $50 for the copay. But yeah, I'm gonna get started on estrogen very soon. So you're probably gonna see some thicker thighs. You're probably gonna see some fat ass over here, maybe some nice hips. Oh, it's gonna be great. I can't wait. I just want to grow boobs. I want fat ass. I want hips. And I want boobs. Give me boobs. I want boobs. Because I am currently flat as a board right now. You hear that? You hear that? I'm flat as a board. No booba. No booba. No booba. Not yet. Not yet. No booba yet. Soon. Booba DLC coming soon, but not yet. Booba DLC is coming very soon, but not yet. Oh yeah, was I doing painting? Right. Okay, ooh, that's coming along nice. I do like that blue, but again, it's just the base coat, because I want to try a much brighter blue for this color scheme. Hey, congrats on the prescription. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Honestly, like, I was kind of having doubts if I'd ever be able to get it, but thankfully for my job, I do have insurance, so I can cover it. But yes, it's my first step into actually becoming a real girl. Isn't it crazy? So nuts. So crazy. But yes. But yes, I'm so excited to get it on Monday. So very, very soon. I can't wait, but I have to wait. I have to wait. But it's okay. I can wait a little longer. You know, I've waited basically about a year to even make all this shit possible, so I can wait a couple more days. It's a-okay by me as long as I get it. I mean, honestly, I'd say I'm kind of surprised I got it at all. Just, ugh, just given the state of the world right now. Like, if you know exactly what I'm talking about. Uh, but hey, I got it regardless, so no one's gonna stop me. Be right back is done. Right back is done. Spaghetti is done boiling. Worst time. Oh, okay. Yeah, go get your spaghetti. Go get your spaghetti. Do not keep. I'm not gonna keep you. Go get your food. Go eat. And that goes for all of you here. If you need to go eat, you need to get a snack, you need to hydrate, please go do so. I do not want to keep you from that. Take good care of yourself. Okay? That is May's orders. Do it now or you're not getting feet pics. Actually, wait, plot twist. There were never feet pics. There were never feet pics. I know, right? A shock. There were never feet pics. You don't want to see my feet anyway. You really don't, okay? Let me tell you that. You do not want to see my feet. That is like one part of my body I do not deal with enough, I'll admit. Like, the most I do is trim my toenails, and that's it. But actually, like, moisturize the feet and even shave it a bit, no, I don't do that. I mean, I'll trim it, but I won't, like, fully shave it because I don't really see a point to. Because even when it comes to, like, sexy time, yeah, I know, I'm mentioning sex on chat, and I'm mentioning sex on stream, oh no. But, even during sexy time, like, I typically wear socks. Typically thigh highs or fishnets or something like that, stockings. I'm always wearing something on my feet. Because personally, I don't like my feet. Like, if there's any fetish that you could never get me into, it's feet. I don't know why. I just don't like feet. Feet are gross to me. And, you know, if you like feet, that's cool. But, not my thing. And, if you know a certain content that I do, I'm going to tell you right now, I will never provide feet stuff. As easy as it is, just in principle, I would never do it. Never, never, never do it. Just on principle. Okay. Stuff dries nicely. Alright, you got an armor plate. Gonna paint that blue too. Got any armor plates? You do. Okay, I'll save you that for when I do the shirt. Alright. Okay. I hope you're all having a wonderful time as I'm painting some orcs. We're just gonna have a nice, nice, chill stream. I could tell you after the week I had, I could use the relaxation a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright. So yes, so this is just the base coat blue. I'm not doing the actual blue I want to do just yet because it's a very light blue, and I think on these darker tones it's not going to look that great, so this blue is probably going to work the best. There we go. Another one done, I believe. Wait, do you have an armor plate in the back? You do not. Oh wait, no, you do. And I forgot to paint the metallics. Whoops. That's okay. That's okay. It's just gonna look a little different, but I'm okay with that. Perfect. Alright, yep, you're gonna go on the rack. You dry there, little guy. Oop. There we go. Paint scuff. Alright, honestly, like, if it does come out a little patchy, that's fine. That's very orky. If you know anything about orcs, they're not exactly the most artistic lads, so the fact that they have messy paint jobs for their stuff is not surprising, and honestly just makes it much more authentic. So I'm good there. I'm having a good time. Good to know. Good to know. Just making sure. Just want to make sure everyone's having a good old time and just relaxing with me, especially as I start getting very unhinged. But you know, when am I ever insane? When am I ever sane? When am I ever sane? Never. Never. If you're expecting me to be mentally stable, I'm sorry, you came to the wrong stream. Nope. Not mentally stable, sorry. So excited. These are looking so good. I'm honestly surprised they picked it up so fast, because if you don't know, I have not painted in over a year. So it feels good to be back into it, but it's been so long since I painted that I was nervous if I lost a lot of my muscle memory and skill. And if I did, that's okay. I do not mind that one bit. But I don't know. Like, I was kind of worried about that, but I'm glad I didn't need to worry. That a lot of my skill and knowledge is still there. I mean, I'm no pro at it, but I can get around. I mean, I painted long enough to kind of have somewhat of an idea of what I'm doing. Kind of. Alright. Try not to get to the trim too much. Alright, like I said, I'm not too worried if it gets a little messy at first. I can clean it up later, and again, it's just very orky. But, yes. So shall I tell you about our Lord and Savior, Gorguts Unuk Fraka, which is one of the bigger named orcs in the setting currently. So I'll give you a little lore on him. Gorguts is a big war boss. He is currently running the biggest WOG that is out there right now, to the point where he is controlling several of the clans amongst the orcs. And he's become a very big threat in the galaxy as a whole. He honestly hasn't been doing too much as of late, as far as I'm aware, but I haven't been too up to date with the lore, so I could be wrong. But he mainly shows up in the War of Armageddon, the first and the second one, where he started out his big heydays. And first he was just a regular war boss, but he just kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Ooh, that is watery. To mix this up a little bit. It's getting a little too watery. Oopsies. That's okay. But yes. And he showed up on the World of Armageddon, where he decided to put the world through not just one time of his bullshit, but twice. Two big wars for the planet that was really close to Terra, which is the capital of the Imperium, and caused all sorts of hell. It was not fun for anybody, for sure. And, well, both times he failed, but he learned something each time. First time, it was actually by mistake that he got there, but he decided, well, you know what, since I'm here, I'm gonna party. And boy, did he. He shook that entire world to its core, but they fought him off nonetheless. But then he came back the second time with a vengeance. Because this time, he actually had plans. He decided to come back to the world because, damn, that was a lot of fun. Because orcs love to fight. So he comes back to the planet with a much bigger wog. And this dude, I tell you, did some crazy shit. If you want to know how ridiculous orcs can actually get in the setting, let me tell you. What Gorguts came up with is that he took literal asteroids and like almost like to the size of moons, like mini moons, and he strapped rockets to them. He got his boys to strap fucking rockets to them. And what he did is that along with his giant fleet of orc spaceships to the planet, he also brought these giant ass fucking asteroids with rockets strapped on them, which I think are called attack moons. And smacked them down on the planet. I'm not joking. He literally threw asteroids on the fucking planet that had rockets on them. They slammed down. And if that wasn't bad enough, when these fucking giant ass asteroids came down onto the planet right in front of all the Imperial Guard that were there to protect the fucking world and the high cities around it, out came from it was a shit ton of very eager, very bloodthirsty orcs. Yes, you heard that right. This motherfucker came up with the idea of taking asteroids, not only using them as basically giant ballistic missiles, but decided it'd be a funny idea if he put a bunch of orcs in there and made it basically their pseudo drop pods. And out came like giant hordes of orcs in each of them, which in of itself is honestly quite genius. Like, you get to fuck up their defenses and you get to deploy your troops at the same time. I mean, it's perfect. The only people who ever really do that is just fucking space marines. They have their own actual drop pods, but not to that extent. That is just crazy. But yes, that is how crazy orcs can be, especially fucking Gorguts there. But yes, so second time around, he did that, and he went to partying once again, and had himself all sorts of fun. I'm very much downsizing a lot of the lore around Armageddon, but that's essentially what happened. But yeah, he gets booted off the planet again, but not because he necessarily lost. I get this shit, but essentially because he was bored. He got bored. He got bored, so he took what was left of his boys, basically just going, "All right, boys, we've had our fun here. Oh, I think it's time to step back up and leave." And just fucked off. As if this man wasn't a legend enough, he fucking decides, well, I'm bored, I'm gonna leave now, and takes as many orcs as he can back with him off the planet and left the others stranded. And the poor fucking guard and space marines there that were fighting for their lives are just sitting there, probably flabbergasted that they just fucked off like that. But yeah, if you want an idea how orcs are in the setting, there you go. They don't fight necessarily for conquering or for giant empires or anything. No, they fight because they find it fun. And that's why I love them so much. Because they're just a bunch of silly little guys that in a fucking galaxy full of war, death, and damnation, they're the ones having a grand old time. They're just having themselves a fucking blast. They are having a ball. They are having so much fun. Oh, I got a little bit of paint. No, not on my ring. They are having so much fun. It's hilarious. Well, there goes the first paint on myself. Honestly, staying pretty clean, all things considered, because usually I am very messy when it comes to my painting, in terms of my hands. But hey, I'm not complaining. Goodness. All right. By the way, I don't have my headphones in, so I can't hear anything at the moment. But if I do get an alert, like if someone follows or sends me or something, which probably not gonna happen, other than just that earlier, just let me know in case I miss it, because I might. I'll try to keep paying attention, but if I miss it, let me know. Because I hate to ignore anybody. I'm sorry if that happened already, but like I promise I'm trying to pay attention here. Just I'm yapping and painting at the same time. Like, ugh, my attention span is all over the place right now. So do forgive me. So I appreciate that if you let me know if there's like an alert of anything coming up and let me know if it's there. That way I actually can respond accordingly. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh man, I love this blue. I think this is actually the same base coat blue I use for the yeah, it is. It's the same base coat blue I use for my Space Marines. So that's pretty cool. Speaking of Armageddon though, these Space Marines here that you see, these dreadnoughts, they are from the chapter of Space Marines that unfortunately is not really in the canon anymore because they basically are dead. They're a dead chapter. They're called the Celestial Lions, and they come from the world called Elysium, which was destroyed. But yes, so they were a spacefaring chapter for a long time after that because they lost their homeworld. But they participated in the war, not the first, but the second war of Armageddon. And I think it was the second war. And what happened was that before that, their world of Elysium got destroyed, and it got destroyed because it got fucking what's called exterminatus. Which, if you don't know, exterminatus basically is where the Imperium gives up on a world and says fuck it, and just fucking bombs the planet, like straight up glasses it. Make sure that any living thing that was on the planet is gone because they gave on the planet, and this is their way of spiting the enemy that took it from them, so they don't have to lose it and they can't gain from it. It's typically like unlike what a lot of memes and jokes say around it, exterminatus is seriously a last resort for a lot of people, and even a bunch of crazy inquisitors would never do it unless they felt like they had no other choice. But in this case, an inquisitor did. An inquisitor said, "Well, nope, fuck all that shit." Because even though the Celestial Lions fought tooth and nail for their world, and they actually won. Oh, hey, Mousy. Hey, thanks for coming in. Yeah, all is well. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the lurk. I don't have a lurk command just yet, but I'll get to work on that. But I appreciate it nonetheless. So thank you for the lurk. Mwah. I'm just yapping about 40k lore and painting 40k models. So we're having ourselves a grand old time, if you couldn't tell. But yes, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well yourself. As I'm painting the orky boys. Okay, that looks good. Alright, that is a very watery blue, but that's okay as long as it stays wet and moist. I may need to re-wet my brush, actually. But yes, thank you for coming, Mouse. Thank you for the lurk. What was he saying? Yeah, so the Celestial Lions, they actually took back the planet from a chaos. I think it was a chaos uprising. I'll have to look back on it. But either way, they fought for their planet. They won, but apparently that was not enough for the Inquisitor that was there. He decided that even though they took back the planet, the exposure to chaos was bad enough to him that he decided, fuck it, we're going to exterminate the planet anyway because I'm not taking chances. And it's kind of debated whether or not he may have been justified in that. Either way, the Celestial Lions were not happy because they fought tooth and nail for their home planet, to get it back. And then it just gets suddenly taken away from them by one person's decision. And that's it. Literally one person's decision. Because if you don't know, Inquisitors in 40k in the Imperium have way more power than they should ever have. Like, they can make so many different decisions and they can do so many different things without any real repercussions or anyone telling them no. There's very few people out there that have the authority to tell an Inquisitor no. So, fucking over an entire planet, they can do and essentially get away with. Not always, but they can. Because they could basically walk into a room, shoot somebody, and walk out, and no one can dare question it. No one can dare question it. Because no one can really question them at all. Because if they dare say, hey, why did you shoot that guy? There's no reason to do that. That Inquisitor could easily just look at them, not say anything, and shoot them as well. And again, nothing anyone can do about it. It's hilarious. But also depressing. But yes. So there's that. So yes, an Inquisitor fucked up their planet, and now they didn't have any planet, and now they were a spacefaring chapter. But then, as they're kind of recovering from that, they get to doing grade A bitching and whining, like justified bitching and whining, to the Administorum about their action, about this Inquisitor's actions, just the Inquisition in general. Which, of course, given the bureaucracy of the Imperium, falls on deaf ears, of course. And they basically are just like, whatever. I don't see any reason to punish this Inquisitor. Not like they could. But yes, so they were not too happy about that. But the one thing to know about the Inquisition, too, is that they are also very petty bitches. To the point where they don't like anyone who dares even says no to them or goes against them. And the Inquisition was already telling them, giving them one warning to fuck off, to back off and say and just let it go. But of course, my poor little Celestian Lion boys, being proud as they are, did not want to let it go, and they ended up killing a few agents of the Inquisition, which may or may not have gotten them into a lot of trouble. Regardless, they were kind of on the Inquisition's eyes for a little bit, to the point where the Inquisition, again, being petty and not knowing when to let things go, decided, you know what? Fuck you and your chapter. We're gonna make your lives a living hell. And so they did. So they get called over and they join with a bunch of other Space Marine chapters to fight in the Second War of Armageddon. So coming back to orks and gorguts and all that. And you know, they're fighting alongside the other Space Marines. They're doing okay at first, but then a lot of very unfortunate things start to happen. Their equipment starts to fail at very unfortunate times, usually in the heat of battle. They're getting popped off by orc snipers that are oddly accurate and don't seem to miss their shots to the point where they're as accurate as the elite assassins of the Imperium. Because the Inquisition can call upon them to take whoever they don't like. Yes, that's an actual thing. And a bunch of other bullshit. And then eventually this gets so bad to the point where in one engagement they lose a good bunch of their chapter. Like almost all of them are gone. It's like down to like 10 of them now. 10 Space Marines. If you don't know, a Space Marine chapter in the current setting is supposed to be at max 1,000 Battle Brothers. Just 1K. 1K Space Marines. That is all a chapter is supposed to have. No more than that. That is the max. You can have less, but you can't have more than 1,000 Space Marines in each chapter. So you can imagine they lost hundreds of Space Marines in one campaign to the point where there's 10 of them left. Like, I know that's the exact number, but there was like so little of them left. It was like they were like basically just completely screwed. And they actually were aware that the Inquisition was up to their bullshit. They knew, but they didn't have any evidence. Not that any evidence would help anyway. But they get to whining again, to get to complaining about it, but again, nothing they can really do. But they said, fuck it, and they said they're going to go off a blaze of glory. So they were set on basically a suicide mission to go and attack this orc camp that had a bunch of what are just giant mecha called Gorgonauts. They were tasked with destroying them and taking out whatever orcs are there. Seems like a simple mission enough, because what their intelligence was supposed to tell them was that, oh yeah, it's not very well guarded. You know, all the other orcs are over there attacking that hive city like miles away. It should be an easy task for you to do. Except when they get there, there's a whole bunch of orcs ready for them that immediately start coming and swarming them the moment they realize, ooh, scrap time. Time to scrap. And basically just fuck them up again. Thankfully, though, they weren't alone. I think it was Hellbreak? I forgot his name. It was a High Marshal of the Black Templars, which is another Space Marine chapter. They were probably the most notable in the Second War of Armageddon. But a few from there went to go help them because he took pity on their situation and he was well aware of what the Inquisition was doing to them. But again, not much he can do about it. But not much he can really do about it. So he tries helping them, but it's not too much effort, and it's down to like 2 guys. Oh, looks like the ads are starting. I'll stop yapping for a second. Take this time to just break. Break is starting. Take this time to go take a piss, hydrate, whatever you need to do. Wait, what does WOG redeem do? Seems so fitting for Orc Lord time. No ads. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. I'll tell you what WOG does later. So, all right. You got a paint on the back. You are messy right now, but that's okay. You are all gonna be very pretty by the time I'm done with you. But yes, I will get to yapping about lore after the ads are gone. Because I don't want anyone to miss out, even if they're going to watch the VOD later. Okay, we're almost done with the blue here. Nice. And we're only like an hour in, so maybe we'll actually get the base coating completely finished tonight. Maybe. Maybe. Don't hold me to that just yet. Okay, ads gone. What does WOG mean? What does the WOG? Okay, so I hate to ruin the surprise for you, but WOG is a redeem where for 10 minutes, I have a timer set. For 10 minutes, my model will switch over to an orc poorly cosplaying me, and I have to impersonate an orc for 10 solid minutes. Very poorly. I'm not very good at my orc impression just yet, but yes, that's what WOG does. So yeah, you want to redeem it? Go right ahead. Let my poor throat get tortured for a little bit. But what was I saying earlier with WOG? With we talking about orc lore. Oh, okay. Okay, yep, hold on. Let me go and get that fixed. Okay, I'll get the timer and I'll switch the model over. Alright, where are you? There you are. Alright, let me set the timer. Okay. And done. Alright, you ready for this? Yeah, of course you are.
Hey, there. Oh, I'm beyond the video. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. The model is behind the overlay. There we go. Hello, chat. How's you doing? How's you doing? Oh, it's an orc. Oh, it's getting raided. Oh, walk. Oh, it's Wilbo. Oh, ain't that lovely? Hi, Wilbo. Hi. Welcome on in. Thanks you for the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. How's you doing? My name is Mortem. Oh, sorry, I gotta load my case down because this voice is very loud. How's you doing, raiders? My name is Mortem. And I right now is an orc, but otherwise, I is a pretty elf lady that goes by Mary Mortem, and I's a spider witch, and I likes doing magic, doing your mums, and fucking with the SCP Foundation and drinking Baja Blast. And right now we's having a painting stream, and we's painting some orcs. And currently, right now, I'm under a redeem called WOG, where I have to impersonate an orc for 10 minutes. And so there's that. And I actually have a model for it too, which makes it even better. So that's what you're seeing there, Will. I's currently an orc for about like 10 minutes. It just got redeemed, so you's gonna deal with that for a while. Wait, now I have to redeem a spell. Oh no. Looks like something breached containment there too. Interesting. Oh, and we're gonna see the others redeem here, which is called casting a spell. Casting a spell, what that does is that I'm gonna roll a 6-sided dice, and whatever I roll is what I'm going to be shouting in Greek. And I'm not gonna provide a translation. I'm just gonna say what it is, and you're not gonna know what it means. That's the whole point of it. So, no translations for you. Alright. It's a 5. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, that's a good one to go with. This is gonna be interesting. But yes, welcome in, raiders. Well, if you got to raid and go, I understand. Make sure you get some sleep for yous. And thank yous for the raid. Your little viewers are perfectly good in my nice little orky hands, so thanks yous for the raid. Mwah! He's got kissed by an orc. Enjoy. But anyway, the spell. So the spell goes like this. Ime kalokoritsi. I'm just gonna say that again. Ime kalokoritsi. Ra, 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 ra. He comes with the bark. He comes with a bark. Oh, it looks like I lost some friends there for a second, but that's fine. Anyway, have fun, chat. Tell her about the poop sock. Poop sock? I do. I'm running on about 4 hours of eat right now. Okay, yous get some rest in there, Will. Thank yous for the raid. Thank yous for coming. Your viewers are good hands. But, yes. So, tell me yours about the poop sock. If you want to speak up about that. But, has a good night, Will. I appreciate it. Mwah. Anyway, I just gotta get back to pinching some, orc boys here. Not me best sorts of pressure right now, but, God has caught me out of bad time. Let's just trust me best. Oh, getting raided while being an orc, that is wonderful timing there. That is interesting timing. But, we just manage. Alright. Thank yous, may have a good rest of stream. If no one explains, I'll explain soon. Alright. Then casting a spell, showing the raiders the fun had could be had. That's true. That is very true, Sarah. Very true. Keep in mind, it's only lasts about 10 minutes, so, you's not gonna get Orc May for too long. But he's gonna rip me throat out pretty hard. That's the one thing I don't like about this redeem, but Let's do it for all of you. Because I's a good girl. War's a good girl. All right. Oh, I like that blue there. If you don't know, chat for orcs, blue means it's lucky and tough. So these are very lucky orcs right now. Which hopes that means that they get good rolls. I used to play the tabletop a lot, like a couple years ago. But unfortunately, I have not been able to play since. Some chamomile tea and honey helps with the voice pipe, that's true. I'll make some tea later, but thanks, yous. I got some cough drops, so that should help too. Alright, now it's time for the knob. Next, what I'll do is I'll paint his claw here blue. And we'll paint it in the other colors. Which, if you don't know what I'm doing here, chat, I painting the orcs in the colors of the trans flag. So that would means blue, pink, and white. And I have all that rights over here. I just picked this up from the hobby store not too long ago. We's gonna have that. Oh, that's looking nice blue there, that is. Fuck. Funny thing about tabletop. Did you know in the tabletop, and currently in the rules as it is for 10th edition, when you praise the orcs to declare a warg, which is an effect in the game, you actually have to say warg. Which, if you don't know, that's the orc battle cry. So it's kind of a casual warg, but the proper way is more like a warg. Try not to be too loud here because my roommates are sleeping. But yes, that's what warg means. Actually, I could probably pose her up here in a second, because I do have the codex down over yonder. Actually, I don't have the newest one, but regardless. You know, shows off the codex, because I don't have the current edition codex for the orcs, but I do have the main edition. I do have the current edition when it comes to the core book and the rules. Which I need to play the game again. I need to play the game again. Alright, that's a nice blue, that is. It's gonna be brighter here in a second, but I like it. So I may not be able to finish them tonight, but I will try my best. Can't guarantee it, but we will see what we can do. I don't know what I want to do with the banner yet. I don't know what colour I want that to be. Actually, there's 4 teeth there. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, okay. I'll show you later. It's gonna be a surprise. But yes, that's looking good. Alright. Got the blue down. Oh, there we go. He's fell for a little bit there. Where's the on the timer? Yeah, got 40 seconds to go. But if you don't know the orc colours, they all have their own powerful effects according to the orcs. Red means it goes faster. Blue means it's lucky and tough. White means it's fearless. And purple means it's sneaky. Yes, sneaky. And it sounds ridiculous that purple makes someone sneaky, but let me ask you this. Have you ever seen a purple orc? No, he hasn't. There you go. I rest my case. There's no purple orcs, therefore it's sneaky. Because you've never seen one. Because they don't want to be seen. Oh. Here goes my timer. Alright, hold on. Gotta switch over the model now.
Alright, thought that was my phone's timer. I was confused because I didn't put one on. Oh, sorry about that. But no, that's just mine. Okay. Oh, my playlist is still playing. Yay. Okay. All right. Jesus redeemed. Hydrate. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I appreciate that. I can use that right now. Ugh. Mm. Ugh. Okay. All right, we're doing good progress. I like this blue so far, but it's gonna be a lot lighter soon. The layer paint I'm gonna be used for that because that's just the base blue is gonna be this. It's called Baharaf Blue. It's a nice little trans blue. That's why I picked it out. All the paints I get are from my local hobby shop. So there's that. So it's from my local hobby shop. And that's all I'll ever pay because I'm not ordering it from Games Workshop entirely because I do not want to directly support them. But I will support my local game shop, which by the way, please do that. If you don't support your local game shop, what the fuck are you doing? Do not go to a Games Workshop store. I know they have good stock, but please, if you can, go and support your local game shop first. Okay, that is important. Please. Before you give your money to a giant corporation, give it to a fucking local business. That goes for any hobby in general, but please, your local businesses first. Your local hobby shop first. They can use the support. Please go buy your stuff there. Cuz all my paints here, all my models, they're actually from my local game shop. I wish I could shout them out. I wish I could. The problem is if I do, I'm basically doxing myself. Because I'll basically be admitting to which city I live in, so I will not do that. Alright, sadly, I don't have a local game shop around that sells Citadel or Vallejo. Oh, I'm sorry. Like I said, if you're able to, please go support your local game shop. But if you can't, I understand. No worries there. I mean, we already know where you live on Earth. Smartass. I mean, I guess you're right. You do know where I live. By the way, chat, if you're coming in here, I made it kind of a half joke that if you do give me a sub, I will take a sip of the paint water. I'm not joking. I will actually do it. I will do it for a sub because I'm a whore. So if you want to see me drink some paint water, I will do it. I'm not gonna swallow it. Okay, I'm not gonna swallow it. I'll spit it out as soon as I take a sip, and I'll go wash my mouth out real quick. But I will take a little sippy if you give me a sub. I'm not joking. I will actually do it. Watch me. Watch me. Just do it. Just do it. I hold my promises. I'm a man. I'm a woman of my word. What can I say? I will do it. I will do it. Oh yeah, if you're also new here, fishnets. Yeah, you like these ones? They're kind of a hybrid between tights and fishnets. I really like them. They're so comfy and they're so cool. So I don't have to worry about putting anything underneath. It just has the fishnets there, and then the rest of it is just stocking. Oh, I love it so much. Wait, let me clean my brush real quick, and we'll switch to the next color. What was I talking about before? Oh yeah, I was yapping about the Celestial Lions. Let me tell you about their story. So yeah, they got fucked over, and their chapter got so fucked over it literally came down to like 2 Space Marines left. And at that point, they went to go and leave the War of Armageddon and left the planet to go and rebuild their chapter. Problem is that they were not able to because this takes place in the events of the Emperor's Spear books that I did read. But what happens is that trying to figure out which color I want to paint. Um, I'll probably do white next. Yeah, I'll do white next, just to get the main stuff out of the way. No, look what I'm doing, chat. Huh? Is this what you want me to do with you? Huh? 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 Yeah. Yeah, you wish I could do this to you, don't you? But yes, what was I saying? Where's my main? Where's my paintbrush? Where's my goopy brush? Where's my goop brush? I had my goop brush here earlier. Where's my goop brush? I want my goop brush. I lost my goop brush, chat. Where's my goop brush? My old brush that I used to put paint on the palette. Where's my goop brush? I just had it. What pink is that? Oh my. Oh, this one? This is Fulgrim Pink. So this is a layer paint, so I'm gonna have to probably gonna use the white for it because I doubt this pink's gonna work with any darker color. So I'm gonna use. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with a base coat of gray sear because the thing is too with like brighter colors like white and pink, you have to start with a lighter coat on them. Otherwise, they don't come in as good. So you need to start with something like this. So I typically start with a gray because it's a little lighter than the black. So we're gonna start with that. I'm gonna paint a lot of these areas gray, and then we'll decide which areas are gonna be pink and which areas are gonna be white for the trans flag look. But yes, and that's gonna be it for basically the base coat. And then after that, we're gonna get to layering, and that's when I'll clean up the flesh a little bit, and we'll do some cleanup, and then we'll finish off with the final colors, and then maybe if I have enough time tonight, I'll get to painting, putting on the shade and finishing them off, which it'll look really great because I like how they look so far. They're coming along really nicely. I'm really surprised. But again, where's my fucking goop brush? I just had my goop brush. My goop brush is gone. Chat, did you take my goop brush? Be honest with me. Did you take my goop brush? Did you take my goop brush? Tell me, be honest with me. Did you take my goop brush? Did you take my goop brush? Be honest with me. Damn you. How dare you take my goop brush? I'll have to find another one. Hold on. Get up and get another brush. How dare you, chat? How dare you? Because I lost my goop brush. Because of you. Yeah, we'll go with this one. This is a bigger brush. That'll work. It's a brand new one, so I don't mind it. Alright. I ate it. It was yummy. How dare you, Sarah? How dare you? How dare you take my goop brush? That was my handy dandy goop brush. I like that brush. I've had that brush since I first started painting. Now I can't find it. Damn. But anyway, I'll get the gray on real quick. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, I love you. I love you. Praise Jesus. Love Jesus. Jesus in chat, of course. Anyway, yeah, I gotta shake this up because I have not used these paints in a long time. But they're still pretty good, so that's good. I'm gonna put it on my palette here. Is it still wet? Is it still moist? Oh, yeah, it's still nice and wet. Perfect. Okay. But yeah, if you don't know how to use Citadel paints, basically you have to shake it up and you have to use the lip here. Use a bigger brush and just put it on. And you just put on your palette like so. What I'm using here is a wet palette, which basically consists of, it's pretty simple to do. Basically, you just need a big old sponge, like a little flat fin sponge. You gotta get that wet, put some water in there, a container. You can easily make this at home. I'm using the Arby Painter's wet palette, which is really nice. And basically, you get some water in there. You get the sponge all nice and wet, and then you get something like parchment paper, which is what I'm using now. And it keeps the paint nice and wet and thin, so you don't have to worry about it drying out. And this really helps because then you don't have to like manually all the time thin down the paint. It just does it for you. So the paint is nice and wet and thin for you, so you don't have to worry about it gooping up your model. It's how I learned. It's how I always do it. But yes. Oh. Hey, chat. I think I found my goop brush. It's right here. There's my goop brush. It was right here the whole time. It was sitting in the fucking paint bottle. Oh. Damn. That shows you where my mind is. You left the brush in the pot. No. Oh, no, 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 no. This is fine. This is fine. Again, this is the goop brush. As you can tell, it's a very worn out brush. It's an old brush, and the bristles are basically fucked. So that's fine. I don't mind using this as the goop brush. So it's okay if I keep it in there. Honestly, I don't mind it keeping it a little wet, but there you go. All right. You said I love you, Jesus, and this popped in my mind, so had to. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Now, no man cometh unto the Father but me, but by me. I love that. I feel that. I'm worn out too. Oh, aren't we all? Oh, also, Kitty. You want to see Kitty? Come on. Cream Pop, get back here. Come to Mama. Come to Mama. Come here. I'm going to show you the chat. Come here. Come here. Okay. Here. No, no. Okay. She's being a little skittish right now. I'm sorry. Otherwise, I show her. Wait, where's Lucky? I got two cats, by the way. The one you just saw is Cream Puff. Where is Lucky? Lucky! Lucky baby, where are you? Oh, never mind, I got you. Tricked, deceived. But yes, see my baby. See my wonderful, wonderful baby. See her as much as I can. But yes, there's my baby. Look at her. My rotund baby. I have to put her on a diet, though, because, this girl is a fucking glutton. She is an absolute glutton, let me tell you. But she's a sweetheart. Aren't you, baby? Mama loves you. Mama loves you. But yes, she's a glutton, so she's a little rotund right now. But I am going to get her on a diet here in a second, so... yeah, I know, she's a fat babby. But anyway, there you go. I also probably need to de-shed her soon, because my goodness, this girl sheds. So I'll need to de-shed her probably after stream. But anyway, what we're doing... oh yeah, we're going to paint. Alright, a fat cat, best cats. Yes, they shouldn't be fat, but they are adorable. And from what I've seen, fat cats are usually the happiest too, but of course, they should be fed properly and they should be on a diet if they're obese. Because kitty obesity is not a joke. It is not a joke. They can get some serious health problems, so if your cat is overweight, make sure you can do what you can to make sure they lose a little bit of weight. Because if they don't, they're going to have a plethora of health problems that will make their life miserable. I would know. My grandmother, she had a cat that she spoiled rotten to the point where she was chunky. And she was cute, and she was very sweet, but she was way, way overweight for her size. And because of that, she had to go, like, to the vet, like, every month. And, she had to be on all sorts of medication, all that. Like, it was really bad. To the point where her lifespan was pretty much was cut down significantly. So I know, like, what an overweight cat's health can be. So, like, again, I encourage you that if your cat's getting overweight, please, 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 please take care of them and make sure that they get on a diet. Because an overweight cat may be happy right now, but they will suffer down the line. I have seen it personally. That doesn't sound fun. Yeah, I know, and I'm sorry to bring that down, but, like, I'm just, like, being serious and being for real with you here. Please, for the love of fuck, get your cats on a diet if they're overweight, because it is not good for them. It is not good for them. Anyway, we're gonna start with this guy's pantalones. Pantalones. See how this gray comes in? Because I have not used this gray in a while. So I'm hoping it's not going to be too patchy. If it's a little patchy, that's fine. I don't know what I want to do for the boots. I want to make the... like, I'm going to paint everything gray, so it's not a big deal. But, yes. Alright, I really want a cat, but my landlord says no. They'll say yes if I pay an additional 1K? Holy shit! Okay, first of all, screw your landlord, because that is abysmal. Like, I know, like, ugh, I know, like, I get it. You know, they just want like a security deposit in case the animal in question ruins the apartment in some way after you leave. But like 1K? That's insane. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's typical pet fee here in Japan. Ah, I see. 1K. I could not imagine. I'm so sorry. Because let me tell you, my life has been really good with cats. I mean, they're honestly a pretty good pet for introverts, especially. Like, I don't get out of the house much. 1 month rent. Oh, okay. I would not know anything about that, because I'm in the very fortunate but also kind of unfortunate scenario where I own my house. So I'm paying mortgage instead, which is kind of cheaper, but not too much. Um, but geez, yeah, I'm sorry. That sucks. Ugh. But it's okay. You'll get a cat eventually. We will manifest you into getting a cat. Okay? I swear upon it. We will manifest you getting a kitty. Because you deserve a kitty. We all deserve a kitty. But yes, cats are great. They're very quiet and laid back creatures, but that's what's kind of like their appeal. You know? Like, they're not very high maintenance creatures. So you can, all you really need to do for them is just feed them, you know, give them water, maybe once in a while trim their nails and groom them, and just give them a box of shit in which you have to clean, and they're happy. They're happy. They are happy. So I can tell you, cats are great. They're very low maintenance pets in general. Um, and the best part is like you don't have to give them all that much love and attention. They usually come to you. Most cats. Some cats are different, but with my cats, you know, they like affection on their own terms, and I make sure to give that to them. I should have used the detail brush for this. Shit. Okay, I'll switch over to the detail brush here in a second, because this is too big for this job. It's okay. It's a little messy. That's okay. Okay, trying to get his shirt just a little bit. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to switch over to the detail brush, because these are smaller details now that I have to do. I mean, my wife is already one. I mean, what? Oh, what? You got yourself a cat girl there, Sarah? Hmm? Got yourself a cat girl? Lucky bastard. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. But I know the feeling. I mean, being someone who acts like a bit of a cat myself, so I know where you're coming from. I know exactly where you're coming from in terms of that. As you can tell, I like to drown my brushes. I don't know why, but I just do. You know, in hindsight, I don't know why. Well, actually, I didn't even know I was going to do the trans flag colors at first, but in hindsight, I really should have primed these guys in gray, like in a bright gray. This would have made my job a lot easier. But that's okay. We live and learn. We live and learn. And if these guys don't come out that great, that's okay to me. Because I'm just having fun. And it's been a while since I painted, so I'm being a little more forgiving on myself in this. So I hope you can be a little forgiving with me too. Alright. Yeah, I might get the helmet too. Yeah, I might get the helmet. Just prime that all up in gray. Alright, whoa, is that a Sonic reference? Live and learn. Oh, indeed it is. Shh. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. I love shoving. I love shoving chili dogs up my ass. Hey, Tails, blow me, Tails, like the little fluffy slut you are. You're my bitch, Tails. Gotta run fast. Gotta come fast. I'm unhinged tonight. If you couldn't tell, I am unhinged tonight. But then again, when am I normal? When am I ever normal? Never. That's the answer. I may have to go back with the regular green and clean them up, but that's okay. That's okay. Alright, probably want to get the gloves too. This is probably going to be the toughest part to do on my side. But that's okay. Alright. Yeah, sorry for that terrible impression of Sonic the Hedgehog. I do that a lot. Don't know why, but I do. Okay. Trying to get in his crevices here. I'm not too worried, but eh. Deciding whether or not I want to paint the straps gray. I don't want to lose the detail, though, because I might miss it after that. I'll leave it be. It's fine. If it comes out a little darker, that's okay. They could be a nice little contrast. But yes, a painting tip for you that you're learning from my mistake. When you are painting, when you prime them, priming the model in a certain color does matter, and your color scheme actually might depend on it. Because if you're trying to paint something in brighter colors, make sure you're priming it in. Yeah, remember you can always go back. Yes, that's another good tip. You could always go back and fix it. But if you want brighter color scheme, make sure you're priming in a brighter color. If you're trying to paint in a darker color scheme, prime in black. I typically prime in black because I usually paint black, but in this case, I should have primed something a little brighter. But that's okay. That's okay. These guys are kind of just a prototype design anyway for my trans orky boys. I need to give these guys names, by the way. Hey, chat, you want to name my orcs? You want to name my orcs, chat? Would you like that? Would you like to name my orcs? Give them names. I'll give you all sorts of names. Also, Xenophal helps a lot to see values and scene details interact with the light. I did not know that. Thank you for letting me know. Another tip, too, I can tell you. When it comes to these harder to reach places on the model, if you can keep them black, go for it. Like, honestly, like if people can't see it, don't bother painting it. Just save yourself the sanity. Alright, I think he's good. Should I paint? Yeah, I'll paint the belt in the same gray, just that way I can see it better. But yes, so if you're painting, don't worry if you're getting messy. It's fine, you can go back and clean it up. Tell you this from a couple years of experience. Okay, that's that first one cleaned up for the brighter colors. All right, anyway, I want to name one. Oh, go ahead, name one. Maybe you can start with a knob. I mean, the leader always has to have a name, right? So I'll let you name the squad leader. Come up with a name for him. Maybe a little backstory, something very orky. How's that sound? Go for it. Just have a little fun here. We're having a little fun here, chat. We're having a little fun here. But yes, good to know about the Santa Fall. I'm gonna look into that. Fishnets. All right. Just where my attention span goes. But yes, at least if I can just paint it all in the gray, I don't have to be too big on the details. That's perfect. Just try not to get into the blue and metallics all that much if I can avoid it. But not a big deal if I smudge it here and there. Not a big deal. Alright. But yes, chat, start naming my orcs. Give me orc names. I want some orc names, and I want some ideas for backstory. Make them as silly as possible. Make it very orky.
Do it now. Flies the boss.
This gray comes out a little patchy. That's okay. I don't need it perfect. I just need something brighter for the other paints to go on. And honestly, little dark patches might actually make it look nice. Might need to add more gray, though, to the palette, because it's kind of getting a little watery. Watery. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that, because I am... got some very watery gray over here. But yes, in hindsight, probably should have primed them in a gray. That way I wouldn't have to do this, but that's okay. Might actually look nice, who knows? Sometimes the nicest art comes from accidents, you know? I mean, as once Bob Ross once said, there are no mistakes, just happy accidents. And I think that even applies to miniature painting, wouldn't you say? Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you. I'm drinking Celsius, by the way, just to keep me energized. I do love this shit. I know they got recently sued for stomach issues, but personally, I haven't had any issues with my stomach. But then again, I have devoured things I really shouldn't have, so maybe my stomach is just immune to it. But I'm good. It's honestly pretty tasty, and it's probably like the healthiest energy drink I've ever had. I mean, it's designed to be a fitness drink, so doesn't always mean it's good for you, but hey, it's better, you know? Okay. Alright, is my palette still wet? Yes, yes it is. Perfect. Okay. Alright, where is my little detail brush? There you are. Alright. Get you nice and moist. Alright. Alright, anyway. Big Rippa, he opens up Space Marines like a Snickers package. He came to have his name after eating an old expired Terran candy and thought he became stronger. So the next wah, he threw away his gun and started crumping, rumping, ripping, and tearing. That's amazing. I love that. Okay, so for the... Okay, good to know. I'm gonna write these down. I'll write these down so I don't forget them. Let me write that down real quick, because that's amazing. I love that. This is like the best part about orcs. You could just be silly with them. You know, you don't have to take them seriously. You could just be silly with them, and it just works for them. That's what I love about them the most. I do like painting other stuff too, but orcs are like one of my favorites to paint and just design because they're just so silly in general. That you could just do so much with them and just have fun with it. Hell, even if you're not the best at miniature painting, if their paint jobs come out a little messy, like their armor doesn't look the prettiest, that's fine. That's very orky, you know? Right. What's good, babe? Oh, hey, Edgy. Thanks for coming in. We're just painting. We're having ourselves a fun time, yapping about 40K and about painting. We should add to his base as as an SM helm. Mmm. That's a good idea. I think I have some Space Marine bits somewhere around here. But anyway, Edgy, how are you doing? How you doing? Thanks for coming on. All right, big ripper knob. Okay, there we go. We got our first knob named, and he has a little backstory. That's awesome. All right, all right. Yeah. Okay. I do have some Space Marine bits lying around here, so I could get a Space Marine helmet and put on his base. I can absolutely do that. Let me see. Let me see. I'll go look. I think I should have them somewhere. Let me go look. But yes, thank you, Edgy, for coming on in. And also, fishnets. Aren't they cool? They're like these little striped hybrid between stockings and fishnets. I love them so much. But anyway, I'm going to get the Space Marine bits. Hey, perfect. Okay. Do 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 do. I have returned. All right. Mainly gonna be lurking tonight. I'm gonna try to catch up on some editing, but want to make sure you knew I'm here. I'm out here. Oh, I appreciate it, Edgy. I really do. Thank you for coming along. I love you. Mwah, mwah. Thank you for coming. Edgy, you should name an orc and make funny backstory. Yeah, why don't everyone participate? How about everyone just name an orc and come up with a backstory for them? I'm not sure if Edgy knows anything about 40K though. Do you, Edgy? But yes, I got some sprue here. There is a Space Marine head here, so I'll cut him out real quick and I'll put him on the model. Oop, kind of clip that a little bit. That's fine. But yes. Curious, along with painting streams, would you like to see me do a modeling stream, like an assembly stream? Because I do have another model kit over there. I'll just show it real quick. I got a new model kit from the game store as well. Just some killicans, nothing too crazy, but some killicans. Because I'm thinking about making this army melee focused, and I think they'd be a good addition. But oh, they look so cool. So I can't wait to paint these guys too. All right. All right. Guillermo, the father of two. He was gaslight by a goth waitress into paying her child support every month. He doesn't have any children. He doesn't even know what sex is. You have dreadnought bits you can bash into the cans. That's true! I didn't think of that! But yes, I probably do have some dreadnought bits from these guys that I could absolutely do for that. Good idea. Good idea. Anyway, I'm losing focus here. I need to get him onto the knobs base, and then we'll get back to painting. But yes, good idea. I will probably do this. Yeah, it's got to cut off the bit. That's fine. And that should do it. I'm not going to bother cleaning it up. I'm just going to put it on there. So I'm going to get you off real quick. I actually do have some plastic glue right here, so that works perfectly. I'm using Army Painter's plastic glue. Typically what I use is a Japanese brand. I forgot what they're called, but they're basically just called liquid cement. And it has a little brush that you use for it where you just put it on the model. Because how plastic glue works is it takes these plastic bits and it melts them together to make sure they fuse and they stay perfect on there. But yes, and also thank you, Edgy, for the backstory and the orc. I love that. Thank you so much. We're gonna have ourselves a fun stream tonight. I could just tell. But yes, let's see if there's anything left in here. I think I'm running low on this. I'm trying to be super careful to glop it. Come on. Yeah, you're getting low. Okay. Ooh, that's goopy. Okay. Alright, let's put you on the base. Where should I put you? We will put you right there. Yeah, that'll work. It's a little in the way, but that's okay. I can get around that. But yes, there we go. Got a little Space Marine head there. But look at that. Look at that. Got a little Space Marine head there that we're going to paint later. He's not primed, but honestly, I think I could get away with it. But I will do that later. I think I got some. I think I got some paint on primer here somewhere. So we'll see. I gotta let that dry a little bit, but yes. Thank you for the idea, by the way, Sarah. That's awesome. All right, where were we? Right. Also, for anyone new here, I know there's a lot of new people coming in. Fishnets! I can't say that enough. I love wearing these things. Fishnets. Fishnets. Also, if anyone's followed, let me know. I'm not sure if the alerts are working right now. They're acting a little weird for some reason. I don't know why. So I appreciate it if you let me know if I'm missing like anyone following me or anything that just came on. Because for some reason, when I do paint streams, I can't always see them. But just let me know. Maybe back to it. Yeah, I'm just basically, so if you knew what I'm doing here, I made the mistake of priming these guys in black when I was planning to do bright colors for their outfits. So what I'm doing is I'm taking some gray sear here, and I'm going to start with a gray as a new base coat, and then I'll use the pink and blue I have here to, well, the pink and the white I got here to build up so that, you know, the colors are not coming out too dark. Hopefully. I have not painted in a while, so forgive me if I'm making some mistakes or being a little at it. I have not painted in over a year, so I'm a little rusty at the moment. Just letting you know in case you're coming in and seeing this. Okay, shirt time.
Roy Scott says, what shot I do? I like it white, I like things bright. 'Cause white is second best to green.
That's what he's probably saying.
Wah!
If you don't know about orcs in 40k either, so the main thing you need to know too, they don't reproduce sexually. There's no such thing as a female orc. There's no such thing as a male orc. They're basically non-binary, essentially. And they're fungi. Yeah, no, they're such fun guys, right? But they're fungi, so they don't have any genitals or anything. And how they reproduce is that when they die, they produce spores. That's what they do. They produce spores, and from those spores, and create more orcs. So it's kind of like a Hydra head. You know, you kill one and more are gonna come. It's just, you know, inevitable. All right. All right. The cat came in and showed me hedgehog pit vids. Aw. That's adorable. That's true love right there. That's true love right there. I love that for you. That's true love. I mean, I spam my Lily with TikToks all the time, so I know exactly where she's coming from. I do. I mean, especially cute hedgehog pics. I love hedgehogs. They're so adorable. Like a certain blue menace. Okay, Sonic, older Sonic is cute, but modern Sonic is kind of to me. I know I'm not that kind of autistic, surprisingly. I don't really obsess over Sonic all that much. I mean, I can enjoy a game or two of it, usually the older games, but like, I don't know, that's like, for me. Unless it's Rogue. Okay, I'm just gonna say it right here. Rogue, smash. Absolute smash. Rogue the Bat, smash. Smash, 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 smash. I will say it right here. I'm not ashamed of it. Rogue, smash. Especially the way they designed Rogue later on. She is a baddie, and I would hit it. And I'm sure a lot of people here would too. So don't lie to me. Admit it. You would. You would. You would smash. You would all fuck Rogue. We all would, okay? Admit it. You wanna bang and you wanna get your face in some fucking bat titties, okay? Just admit it. Alright. Hedgehogs are the best. I've been to a hedgehog. They have hedgehog campaign cafes? I did not know that. That's amazing. Just another reason I need to go and at least see Japan at least once. I mean, I mostly want to see Mount Fuji. That's my main thing. Maybe some temples. But now you got me thinking hedgehog cafes, and I want to see a hedgehog cafe because I love hedgehogs. I love my little hedgehogs. But yes, anyway, yes, where you can hold them, pet them, play. Oh my god! Oh, that's amazing. Sorry for the voice cracks. That is crazy. I love that so much. Okay, I'm just gonna put that on my places to go then. Because I've been wanting to travel the world, you know, once I have the money and the passport. Um, ugh. And now I'm gonna put that on my list. Because the main places I want to go are Greece. I want to see Athens at least once. I want to go to Athens and Delphi. I maybe want to see Rome. And Japan's also on the list. Again, I want to see Mount Fuji. So good to know another reason to go there is for hedgehog cafes. Because that sounds amazing. Oh, I am being very messy here, but that's okay. I can always go back and fix it later. Just gain that down. Okay, cool. Alright, you are done for now. I have some vids you want me to send them to you of the cafe. Please do. I want to see the Hedgehog Cafe. Also, chat, now I have to ask. Um, I have to ask, smash or pass, okay? Okay, I'm just gonna list off some things, and you're gonna tell me smash or pass, okay? Does that sound like fun? Does that sound like fun? Let's do that. That sounds like fun. Okay, so I'm gonna give you one of my hear me outs, and you are free to judge me, and I'm not afraid to admit it, okay? But smash or pass, okay? Smash or pass. Roxanne Wolf from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Smash or pass. For me, absolute smash. And that's like the only animatronic I would ever say smash to. I have to know. Tell me how much of a degenerate you are, huh? Smash, easy. Exactly. Thank you. I feel like that's gonna be a unanimous vote of smash. I'm still lurking. Oh, thank you, Mouse. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate that. As we're just chilling and painting here. Not being Picasso at the moment, but that's okay. I don't need to be Picasso. I just need to have fun. All right. Also, tell me if you want to switch up the playlist. Yes. All right. Yeah, I got you, girly pop. Yay. Smash. Okay, yes. Mouse, smash or pass the wolf animatronic. Her and the puppet, I'm in for it. Hell yes. Smash the marionette. Wait, isn't Marionette a kid? I don't remember. I hope not. But it's like the one thing like about Roxanne I don't have to worry about. Like, there's no child spirit in her. There's no child spirit in her. She is her own thing. She is just sentient in her own right. So that's like the best part I like about the Rockstar animatronics. So you don't have to be like sit there and go, oh damn, that's kind of hot. Like you don't have to worry about that because there's not a fucking child spirit in there. So it doesn't make it weird or creepy. Just downright fucking creepy. You don't have to worry about that. Also, you do have plushies. Show them. Plushies? So confession chat. Oh, it looks like ads are here. Okay, I'll stop yapping for a second. I don't think so. I thought the Marionette was an adult. I don't remember right now. Okay, I'll just wait for the ads to pass, and we'll get back to yapping in a second. I'll take this time to do a little breaksy wakesy, and yes. Break time. Uh-oh, hope it's not recessing. No, it's fine. It's liquidy still. I think. Please tell me you're still liquidy. Yeah, you're still wet as fuck. Okay, cool. Shh. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. I did not just say, yeah, you're still wet as fuck. Ads done. Got one for an esports prime video. Esports. Look, I'm not going to judge anybody for liking what they like, but esports to me, hot take here, kinda overrated. I guess I'm not like really too much into competitive gaming, but like esports is just not really my thing. Anyway, what were we talking about earlier? I forgot. Also, we know you have plushies, show them. Right. So, unfortunately, you're going to be very disappointed for a trans girly. I do not have plushies. I do not. I do not have plushies. I know. For a trans girl, I don't have plushies. I know, it's sad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay? I'm getting a blahage. I'm gonna admit that now. I don't even have a blahage. I'm a trans girl and I don't have a fucking blahage. I know. Mortal fucking sin. I'm getting one, okay? I just got it ordered last night. It's shipped. I don't have a fucking IKEA near me, okay? But I don't have a blahage. We need to fix that. How are you gonna fix that? Blahage? Oh, it's the shark. So if you're familiar, that little plushy shark that you see a lot of trans girls have, the little blue plushy shark. No, yeah, no, the shark that you get from IKEA. That's what I'm talking about. That's blahage. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but yes, blahage. Oh, I have the shark. Oh, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Yes, but yes, the blahage. I don't even have a blahage yet. I ordered one, so it's gonna be here eventually, but I don't have a blahage just yet. I know, mortal sin. Okay, but while I don't have plushies, I do have vinyl figures. I got a couple around here, so let's see here. I got some right here. I also got some miniatures I painted before. Um, well, wife does. Fair enough. It's cute. But I have this Imperial Guardsman. He came from the McFarlane's line of figures for Darktide. I love this guy. I got him for like $10 at a comic book store, so I had to get him. But yeah, look at his little chain sword. Wee, and his little blast pistol. I feel like I should paint these because I don't like how gray these are. So I might actually paint his weapons at some point because I feel like they should be actually like colored. Oh, do you like the McFarlane? I mean, I like some of their toy lines. I mean, like this one's pretty cool. I'm not exactly a big fan of like some of the figures they do for 40K. I mean, a lot of their Space Marines are kind of meh, you know, especially since they mostly just do Ultramarines. And I don't hate the Ultramarines, so no shade on them. But like, fuck, can they do something more than just the fucking Ultramarines? Anyway, I got a Gunpla over here. This is actually the first Gunpla I've ever assembled. But yes, there he is. I still need to paint him. But yes, there is a little Gunpla. Little Gunpla. Oop, I did not mean to bonk my mic there, sorry. Oh, you broke in half. Shit. This happens a lot. There we go. Get back over there, silly. Alright, and then there's a little dragon here. I'll show him. I got this for my birthday recently. And I love him so much. My mom got me this for me for my birthday. And he's so pretty. I wish I could paint this well. But yes, he's my favorite thing on my desk right now, so I'm keeping him there. And then I also have some of my Space Marines here. This is the chapter master to my version of the Celestial Lions, so he's pretty cool. Unfortunately, this camera doesn't fucking focus, but look at that. Isn't he awesome? He's one of my favorite paints. And there's his Apothecary right here. I also love this one. I was trying my best to avoid making him look like he's an Ultramarine, but it's a little harder than I thought. But yes, there he is. And then finally, just regular Astartes from Assault Squad. But yes, it's awesome. All right. Anyway, oh, Zion, nice. Yeah, they're like my favorite Gunpla model. I don't know what it is about them, but I just really love their more grungy, simplistic design compared to the other Gunpla models. I don't know why. Also, I don't know too much about Gundam lore, so don't spur off at me because I have no idea what you're talking about yet. Like, I think that's a lot of people right now. A lot of people don't even bother learning a lot of the Gunpla lore. They just like the models, which is pretty fine, I'd say. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that don't know too much about 4K lore. Like, they know baseline, and that's it, but they like painting the models, so I think that's fine. Woman of culture. Oh, thank you. Right. Oh, I always thought you painted that bad dragon. Oh, I wish I could paint this good. I wish. One day I could. Maybe if I keep practicing like this, but no. Unfortunately, I did not paint this bad boy. Not yet. Maybe I'll get to that at some point, but not yet. All right. Yeah, I don't know much lore about Gunpla. Exactly. Love me some Assault Intercessors. My favorite because I'm in Blood Angels, and I love that custom CM. Ah, nice. Yes, very true. Yeah, my Celestial Lions, I'll have to show them all at some point. I will. I promise. I will. But, my Space Marine army is mostly melee focused. But I also have like a lot of like big shooters in there too. Like I got heavy intercessors, which heavy intercessors. I'm not sure how they fare now with the new data slates, but they used to be like really good at what they do. Like they're super tough. They have a lot of firepower on them, and they're actually pretty beefy in melee, all things considered, for like a mainly ranged focus squad of Space Marines. And since I kind of run mine as like the defensive branch that you can get in the codex, they're usually pretty good for that sort of thing. So I keep them around. Mm, okay, I fucked up here. Yeah, because I did not paint his gloves very well. Guy's gloves a little green here, but that's okay. We can fix that. We can always fix that. There we go. Alright, gotta get his little bandages. Oh, I forgot your bandages. Okay, I will fix that in a second, you poor thing. Alright. Line all your models up and post on your blue sky. Yes, I will. I got a little shelf down over there, but I will show my entire Space Marine army. They're unfortunately the only full army I have anymore. I sold, unfortunately, I did sell a lot of my models in the past when I was going through a financial crisis, unfortunately. But I kept my Celestial Lions because they're special to me. Because they were the first army I ever 100% painted. So they're very special to me, and I love how they came out. So these are just two of the guys you see, and along with these guys here, but I have a whole bunch of them. They're not exactly a 2,000 point army, but they're an army. They're an army. Okay. Not gonna go too hard on the details of this one. Anyway, May. Oh, hey, Abyss. Thanks for coming on in. How are you doing, Abyss? Hope you're having a good day or night, wherever you are. How you doing, Abyss? Or is it Abby? One of the two. I think I don't know if I remember if I asked you that or not. I don't remember right now. All right, and then right here. Honestly, now that I think on it, maybe I'll go autistic mode on TikTok. Yeah, I'll record a video of me showing off the models for the Space Marine Army, and then I'll put it on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. That should work. Whichever one you like. Oh, okay, just making sure. Yeah, I'll just call you Abyss then, because I like Abyss. But good to know. Just want to make sure. Want to see what you're comfortable with. Woo! That's a belch. Excuse me. All right, you're looking good there. Let's get your other guys going. Yeah, I may not be able to finish base coating them all tonight. I was too optimistic in that regard, but that's okay. That's okay. I plan to stream a little longer. All right, send me the link if you do. Will do. Will do. Yeah, if you don't know, I also have a YouTube channel, by the way. I'll have to add the links for it in my Twitch channel, but I do have a YouTube channel where I post my VODs and where I post clips. I also have a TikTok where I do pretty much the same. I have clips there, so just look me up. It's Mortem69 on TikTok, and we'll go from there. Yeah, just go from there. Like, if you want to see my clips, you can go to my YouTube channel, or you can go on my TikTok, which is Mortem69, and you can see all my stuff there. So if you ever miss out, especially on my streams, and you want to see the VOD later, you can watch it either on my Twitch channel, or you can go to my YouTube channel. You can find it there too. Support on all those platforms is greatly appreciated, but, you know, if you want to pick just one, perfectly fine. But, yeah, just mildly plugging myself there. Anyway, let's try painting these bad boys all the way. I got, like, what? After this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to go in terms of gray. But that's okay. It's okay. I am just getting started. All right. It was mainly my fault for starting. Oh, no, don't worry about it. It's okay. The main reason I like doing these paint streams is not just to paint, but also just to yap and just relax. Like, that's why I like doing this. Like, I love being able to just relax and have an excuse to paint, even if I don't complete it in time, as I was hoping. But, I also just like doing it just to yap about whatever, because it's a lot of fun. I dare say that's like another reason I wanted to learn to do streaming was because I enjoy yapping, I enjoy talking, I enjoy just having fun with other people in that regard. So honestly, it makes my nights a lot less lonely. So I appreciate you all for coming and just hang out with me, or even in this case, if you're even painting along with me. I also like that too. So thank you all so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Mwah. If I could make this a full-time job, I would. Unfortunately, I can't right now. It would be nice if I could make this a full-time job, but I'm still young and I don't have the right following for that. But hey, you never know. One day maybe. One day maybe. Oh, and it looks like Sarah has gotten us more orc names. If you're just coming in, I was asking everyone to start naming these orky boys. So if you want to come up with a name and a little backstory, go for it. And make it as silly and orky as possible. Because we like to have a little fun here. But hold on, I will read them in just a second until I finish this man's pantalones. Because I'm trying to finish his pantalones. Also, trying to figure out what I want to do for the bases, because I don't want plain bases. I think what I'll do is I'll get some corkboard, and I'll make some like little rocks and terrain for them to be on. Probably have to get them off the bases, but that's okay. And we'll make it look all nice. Alright. Almost there. Anyway, what do you got there? Okay. Alright. Champa Jaw tried to eat a Necron. Oh, is one of them got a jaw? No. Okay. Champa Jaw tried to eat a Necron, lost his teeth, replaced his tooth with saw blades. Now just spins angrily while screaming,
It ain't food, but it crunches.
saving that, saving that, saving that. Saving that. Hold on. Alright, so Champa Jaw. Champa Jaw. Orc. And then, what was the other one? Okay, so Snaka da Slappa. Snaka da Slappa fights exclusively with one hand claps. Claims,
The disrespect makes it more hurt more.
once slapped the Terminator's helmet clean off. Nobody messes with Snaka. I love that. I love that. That's amazing. Snaka da Slappa. But yeah, if anyone else is interested in naming an orc and making a backstory, please feel free to participate. I'm writing them down so I don't forget them, and I'll probably go back in the VOD and see all the chat suggestions, and I'll make sure to write down the backstories if I can remember them. Anyway, Rory. Oh, I have not changed the playlist in a while. Let me fix that. We'll put on some post-punk, because why not? Just to make it a little gothy tonight. There we go. Alright, use the SM bits for the bases too. Some extra arms, guns, helms, etc. What I like to do with my knobs, stole my buddy's cron bits. Ooh, not a bad idea. Alright. Jeez, Sarah, let me paint. Damn. Trying to paint here. You're distracting me again. How dare you? But anyway, I appreciate it, though. I'm just joking. Alright, Scumzug the Beautiful. Found a cracked mirror and now believes he's the most handsome orc in the galaxy. Paints his armor pink and yells,
Look at me!
during the battle. Surprisingly good at distracting enemies, the orc that cosplays as you. Okay, I'll keep that except for the last bit because the orc that cosplays me, he is my lore orc. He's my VTuber lore orc. That is actually my son, and his name is Spork. And just to keep it legally safe for my lore, he's not an orc, he's a cork. Very legally distinct. I know, right? But he's a cork. And he is actually a result of splicing some of my DNA into orc spores, or in this case, cork spores, just to see what would happen. And what happened is that he gained a little bit of higher intelligence than the average cork, and he gained a little bit of my magical ability. So that's who he is. Oh, you have the lore, Spork. Yes, Spork is his name. He got the name Spork because while he was growing and he became an actual orc, the first thing he did was that he killed a backrooms creature with nothing but a plastic spork. How he did it? No idea. Oh. How he did it, no idea, but he did it. He killed a fucking backrooms creature with a spork. Because another part of my lore is that I live in the backrooms. So he killed a backrooms creature with a spork, and that's where he got his name, Spork. And his main thing is that he's a giant sweetheart when he's not ripping things limb from limb. He loves cats, but he also has this very interesting um, obsession with silverware. He collects silverware. He just collects silverware. That's all he does. Whenever he comes to dimensions of me as my little bodyguard, because he's mainly my muscle, because he's a cork, and he's a big strong boy, and I love him. He likes collecting different silverware from different dimensions, which is just adds to his name. So he's obsessed with silverware from other places, and he has like a vast collection of them, and he displays them in the wall of his room. It's the funniest part I came up with so far. But yes, I have lore. And yes, that's a good idea. I will do a video on lore eventually, if anyone's even interested in seeing that. But at least one person's interested, so maybe I'll get to that. But yes, that's the main idea. So yeah, the one cosplaying me, he doesn't typically look like that, but he's just doing this for the bit. Is Spork? That's his name. Is Spork, and he's a cork, not an orc. We got to keep it legally distinct. That way, Gaines Workshop doesn't come for my ass. We love Spork. Good, good. I'm glad you all love Spork because I also love Spork. He's my special boy. He's my special boy, and I love him. All right. Yes, please. Okay. Okay. I am. Don't make me sit. Don't let me spend the yap topic to clip it. Okay. 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 I'll do a lore video at some point. All right. And if you're wondering what Games Workshop thinks about this, I don't. Yeah, that's exactly my mentality here. I don't really give a. Look, I love 40K. Okay. I even enjoy a little bit of Age of Sigmar here and there, though I'm not that into it. But I'm not happy with the current state of Games Workshop. I don't think a lot of people are, but especially I don't. I don't like how they're running things. I don't like what they're doing, especially what they did to fan content. Because what they did with fan creation stuff is bullshit. They basically screwed everyone out, and if they basically had their whole "if you're not with us, you're against us" mentality, which is fucking dumb. But I'm not happy with them, and just another reason why like I don't directly support them or will pay for anything directly. Like again, I get my models from local game shops or from eBay. So either secondhand or from a local game shop. That's how I avoid ever giving Games Workshop my money, and I refuse to ever go to a Games Workshop store. which there is one nearby me, but I refuse because I do not want to give them my money directly because I do not support the company right now when their business practices. Because what they're doing is pretty fucked up, to say the least. But yes, rent over. I like to print or buy secondhand. Exactly. So that's what I do. If you want to make sure you're never directly supporting Games Workshop, either buy secondhand, which is what I do typically, or just 3D print. There's a lot of good STL files out there if you got a 3D printer for good alternatives to models for 40K, which I will say I do enjoy 40K models, but you know, if I have to print, I have to print. I do got some 40K models that I need to print at some point because I do have a 3D printer just over there, but I need to fire it back up because it's been a while since I used it. I don't know why I stopped using it, but I need to use it again. But yes, if you want to get into the hobby and save yourself some money, my big advice for you is get a 3D printer. I know 3D printers can be expensive, but if you get a nice resin printer, it saves you a whole lot of money because you can just keep printing the same STL files. It's great. All right, resin or FDM? Oh, I choose resin. All right, they needed a lot of HH sheets too, I heard. Oh, of course they did. Yeah, I'd use resin because resin's a little cheaper. It's easier to set up. But I've never tried FDM before. I've heard good things about FDM. I know it could be a little bit more reliable. But it looks like such a bitch to set up. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but like it looks like such a hassle to set up. I mean, if I have to learn, I have to learn, but okay. That should be good for you for now. Again, you're looking a little patchy, but that's okay. Mama's got you. These are all my wonderful boys. All right. Trying to get his helmet. All right, cool. That's another one done. You're probably not going to get through all of them tonight. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Totally not secretly sending you stuff. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm probably not going to see it right away since I'm streaming and I don't have Discord up right now because I don't want to be distracted. Not too much anyway. But yes, I will look at it later. Thank you. Mwah. All right, gonna put more gray sear down on here because I am going through it fast. Holy shit. Is my palette still wet? Oh yeah, it's still wet. Cool. Okay, I made sure to actually put some extra water in this for this occasion. Let me go down here. Nah, it's not enough. Hold on. Yeah, you gotta do it upside down to get the most paint. All right. Now, another advice here, you're probably going to learn this the hard way or not, but if you're starting painting out and you're using Citadel paints, or just any paint in general, do not, I repeat, do not paint straight from the pot. Get a wet palette or thin it down another way. But do not, for the love of fuck, ever paint from the pot. Really bad idea. I'm saying this unfortunately because I did have to learn that the hard way. When I was first starting painting out. Thankfully, not on an expensive model. It was like a cheap D&D model. But yeah, don't paint straight from the pot. Wet it down, thin it down, because you want that nice, wetter consistency. You don't want it dry, because it will look awful. Just some little bit of advice from me in terms of painting miniatures. Never straight from the pot. I mean, that's typical, like, painting behavior in general, but, like, in case you never knew, don't paint straight from the pot. Just don't. Anyway. Oh, yeah, it's still wet. May 2025. Where you gotta cut that now? Wonderful. Anyway, time for your pantalones. Alright. Let's see here. Gotta lock in a little bit just to get the rest of these guys up if I can. I don't know how long I'm gonna go for. I'm thinking till like 4 a.m., maybe 5 a.m. I mean, I want to get a lot of progress done tonight if possible. Because I want. I wish. I was hoping that maybe I get the finishing touches up done for like next stream. And probably will at that point. But, you know, if we're just finishing up here, that's okay. That's okay. All right. Sure, the details are being ruined. No, it's looking good. Okay, cool. I mean, I'm thinning it down like a lot because this is a base coat color, but I'm trying to thin it down significantly so it's going to look a little patchy, but that's okay. I just don't want to lose detail. I just need something brighter for the brighter colors to stick onto and look nice in. And honestly, who knows? The patchiness might actually help. It might actually give like that nice natural shading. Who knows? Like I said, sometimes a painting or any artistic in general, there is no mistakes, just happy accidents. Sometimes you need to work with your mistakes. Sometimes running away from them is only going to make it worse. So remember to always work with your mistakes if possible. Because you never know what may come of it. Because a lot of great things can come from an accident or a mistake. In improvising with it or doing better with it, it helps so much. I mean, I would know. That's one thing I'm learning right now because along with miniature painting, I'm also learning to draw. I'm not that good at it right now, but I'm learning. But one thing I'm noticing with paint, especially with drawing, is you gotta learn to work with your mistakes. You know, especially when you're sketching, and that's okay. Like you don't have to commit to anything. You made a mistake, you can always go back to it. Actually, now I think on it, that's probably just a principle in art in general. Like you can always go back. You can always go back and finish it. You can always go back and fix it. Like mistakes are not the end of the world. You can always go back and fix it. Just remember that, okay? So don't gloat on your mistakes. Don't freak out. I mean, I get it. I used to freak out a lot, especially when I was starting out with miniature painting. That I make a mistake and then I freak out and it was bad, but you'd piss and moan, bitch and cry, you know, piss my pants a little bit, maybe shouldn't come. But, you know, you learn to work with your mistakes. So, because I can tell you this is not my best work right now, but I'm confident in knowing I can work with it. And even if these orcs are going to come out shit, right? Even if these guys come out horrible, so what? So what? You know? So what? If they do come out horrible, whatever. I learned something from it. I learned something from it, and that I know not to make that mistake again, right? So if these orc boys go horribly for my trans orcs, then that's okay. That's perfectly okay. That is perfectly okay. Because I at least learned something, and I can use that for a better result next time. You know, it kind of is upsetting sometimes when you're painting these models and they're a little expensive. This box of orcs was like $40. Yes. These guys can get expensive, by the way. That's like the main thing that turns off a lot of people into the hobby. They can get very expensive over time. But yes, so it can be a little upsetting when you fuck them up. But hey, whatever. No one's really gonna judge you, and if anyone judges you, they're an asshole, and I can guarantee you nobody likes them anyway. Because in this hobby, you have to be welcoming to mistakes and understand that people are learning. So to sit there and judge someone and laugh at them when they're just learning and making mistakes is so fucked up. That basically goes for any hobby, really, but still. Like, I never understand people like that who would laugh at anyone who's learning. For like, ha ha ha, this is not as good as I can make it now. It's like, buddy, you were probably making the same mistakes when you started out. Like, learning, part of learning is sucking at it. Believe it or not. Crazy thought, I know. But that's a thing. You know, part of learning is making mistakes. Part of learning is sucking at it. Because the first step to getting better at something is to suck at it. Right? That's just learning in general. So it's okay if you fuck up. It's okay if you're not the best at it so far. So what? As long as you learn from it, that's all that matters. Victory or defeat, you're learning something either way. I didn't mean to get too philosophical there, but sometimes I can't help myself, especially when I'm not being lewd. Sometimes I just can't help myself. All right. Let's see here. What parts did I miss? Oh. All right, sucking at it. Oh yeah, I'm sucking at it, like this. Next one will not be free. Um, yeah, I do that a lot, by the way. Speaking of, I probably have that. Do I have that redeem still down? Hold on. I think I do. Let me fix that. Yeah, I think I have that redeem disabled because I was doing a collab, and whenever I have a collab with somebody, the first thing I ask them is like, hey, I have this redeem here. Is it okay if I have it during the stream or not? Because if not, it's okay. I'll just disable it. And a lot of them, the usual answer is, yeah, please disable that. It's like, okay. But yeah, let me see if I can, it's there. There it is. Okay, it's enabled. It's enabled. There you go. You'll see it on there now. Oop, accidentally splooged a little too much there. That's okay. Chat, help me. I'm splooging on my models. Whatever will I do? Splooging my white stuff all over my models. Oh no. How could this happen? Alright. But yeah, don't compare it to others. It'll make you more depressed. Compare it to your previous works and focus on bettering yourself. Can always retry. Exactly. Don't compare your progress to someone else's. That is like the one thing that is going to hinder it. I can tell you that. I used to be like that a lot. I mean, I'll be honest here. Sometimes I do get like that sometimes as well. So I totally get it. But yet don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. That's only going to hinder your progress. Don't compare to anyone else but your own. Okay? Because you're not going to get any better if you keep putting yourself down like that. Only 300 is steal. Yeah, I know. Not many people redeem it, but I have it there in case you want to. So there you go. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate, Jesus. Woo! I am wired tonight. I'm sitting here talking about orks and painting and loving yourself and progress and also sucking to cock. Isn't that amazing? Okay. Yep, you're looking a little messy, but that's okay. You're all looking a little messy, but you know what? I love you anyway. Mwah. I did not actually kiss the wet model, okay? What, you think I'm crazy or something? It's nuts. That's nuts. Absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonker wonkers. Is my palette still wet? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just making sure it's still decently wet. Sometimes you have to check because sometimes it does dry over time with the wet palette, so you got to make sure that when you're painting, your paint's still wet and good to go. You can usually tell how thin it is by just running your brush through it. If it has like a nice little consistency like this, you probably can't see it too well. If it's like it's nice and a little bit, not too runny, but a little runny, then that's good texture. It's not too dry, but it's not too wet, which is perfect. Anyway, it's still wet. Damn right. All right, kiss the model. Give it the get the microplastics. You hear that, Greg? Chat wants me to kiss you right now. Chat wants me to kiss you right now. You want to make out, huh, Greg? You want to make out real quick? All right, come here. Mm, mm, mm. Oh yeah. Mm. You saw it first here, chat. I just made out with a fucking dreadnought, a little mini dreadnought. You did this to me. You did this to me. You can all blame Sarah for that. They're the reason I did that. They're the reason I did that. Okay, looking good. All right. New redeem, make out with Greg. The best part about that would be is that it's out of context. So nobody knows who Greg is, but they know he's getting some good kiss. They know he's getting a good smooch. That would be amazing. I was honestly thinking of like other unhinged redeem ideas because a lot of my redeems are already unhinged. But one I was thinking of, I don't know if I could get away with this TOS wise, is it would be called Honk Honk. And what it is it's a little I don't know where to get the hand animation for this yet. I may have to get it commissioned. But it's a little hand animation where it goes over my model's tits and just gives a little honk honk. And the best part is it's got a little goose symbol to it. So like I imagine people like first coming in, they don't see that, they just see the goose and they see honk honk and they don't know what it's gonna be. And all of a sudden they just see my boobs getting honked honked. It would be amazing, just saying. Redeeming that every time. Good. Good. Honk honk away there, Sarah. Honk honk away. Mmm. Mount Spaghetti. Don't ask me why I said that, but Mount Spaghetti. Mount Spaghetti. Mmm. So good. Oh, yeah. I am wildin' tonight. I'm cursed, chat. Did you know that? I'm cursed. Just splurging all these orcs of my white stuff. Now that's cursed. Alright, now get his shirt here. Trying to avoid the lever strats because I think I want to keep those dark if possible. Because I think I can do something with that. It'd be a nice little contrast with the colors. I can make them like a little darker, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see where the journey takes us. time is it? It is 3:43 where I'm at. Wow, time flies by when you're having fun, isn't it? Interesting. Do 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 boo boo. So, chat, I gotta ask. I've already done the buy reveal, as you can see. I'm thinking, what else? I mean, I already did hand reveal. Ooh. But one thing that will never happen though is face reveal. The main reason I don't want to do a face reveal at any point, I mean, mostly for safety reasons, but it's mostly because I'm worried if someone I know, especially someone I work with, finds out that I'm streaming like this and doing what I'm doing, that they would tell upper management about it, and that could get me fired. Which is bullshit in of itself because I don't know why my job would give much of a shit about what I do outside of the workplace. Like, it's not like I bring it to the workplace. But you know how companies are. You know, they rather not take any risk at all. Even if the risk is like less than 1%. You know, it's that possibility that makes them scared. So they'll just get rid of you out of that principle alone, which is fucking stupid. You know, like a lot of galleys out there, or just people in general, like, you know, if they have like an I'm not gonna say it here, but like an OF on the side, you know, just for some extra money, and you know, their job finds out about it and they fire them for that, which I don't know what other people think about that, but personally, me, I don't agree with it because again, it's none of their business. Like, as long as they're not bringing it to the workplace, what's the problem? What's the problem? You know? Like, what I do outside of work is none of your business. Look, I can get like social media sometimes, you know, especially if they're saying some very fucked up things on social media. Yeah, okay, that's good enough for firing someone. But other than that, if it's harmless, if it's innocent, why do they fucking fire them for that? It's so dumb. All right, Chad. Should I eat Bucci's peanut butter popcorn or matcha gummies? Ooh, matcha gummies. That sounds good. How do they find their OF? Sounds like someone in HR is on of buying some stuff for private time. Yeah, it's always the other thing too. I know OnlyFans has since made it a feature on their app that they make it so you can actually lock locations, so you can actually prevent anyone who lives nearby you from seeing the your OF if they live nearby you. So that's a nice feature that they added, mostly probably just to protect them. Because I'm pretty sure that's also been a giant complaint. Just like, hey, this guy at my work found my OnlyFans. Now I lost my job. Or like it could be like something creepy where it's like, well, my neighbor just subscribed to my OnlyFans. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Sorry. OF. Because I heard Twitch does not like that site being mentioned. But like I'm not promoting it, but like still they don't like it being talked about. Um, but yes. So just my thoughts on that. I mean, Bucky. Oh, Bucky's. Sorry, I'm Midwest. We don't have Bucky's here. We don't have Bucky's around here. Okay, we don't even have IKEAs, which makes me sad. Because I can't go to my local IKEA and buy a Blahaj. Like where I'm at, like the nearest IKEA is like in the other state, which makes me mad. Like, why do Midwesterners not have fucking IKEAs? Why? I feel like we'd be great customers. You know, we got a lot of people who love furniture here. Why would they not want, you know, some IKEAs here? I'm pretty sure people would love that. Just talk yourself, Midwest. Oh, pfft. I mean, come on. Can you hear my accent? Can you hear my accent? You know I'm Midwest. You know I'm Midwest. Come on. I'm pretty sure anyone could have easily figured that out. But yes, okay, I docked myself. Ooh. So much hell. You at least have a Waffle House? No, we don't even have Waffle Houses. We have IHOPs. That's all we got. The best we got is IHOPs. And Denny's. That's all we got here. We don't have any cool places like Buc-ee's or Waffle Houses. Nope, nothing like that. We have IHOPs and Denny's. That's the best we could do, unfortunately. Trying to finish his shirt here. It's a little hard to reach these areas sometimes. There we go. There we go. Oh, shit. I got Miles flying today. Don't mind if they're a little messy right now, if you can even see that much. But anyway, what are y'all saying? Right? I could not live there. Fair enough. I miss Waffle House and my Buc-ee's. Okay, so, well, you docked yourself there. Now I know you're a southerner. Right? In Twin Peaks, I feel like you'd like it there. Never been. Maybe I'll check it out. I mean, I don't really have motivations to go to the South. I mean, I've been there before, just driving by. Because one time my family decided to go down to Florida to, I'm Texan. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. I could not live there myself. You know, I see what Texas is up to these days. No bueno. But I'm glad you like your state at least. I will dox myself more if you want. Please don't. Don't do that to yourself here. This is a safe stream for everyone. Alright. What was I saying? I forgot. But yeah, oh yeah. So yes, I will say like the Midwest is kind of called the Big Empty for a reason. Cause there's not much here. Like if you want to go anywhere for like tourism shit, like your best bet would be places like Chicago, Detroit, and my personal favorite, the Wisconsin Dells. If you've never been to Wisconsin Dells, basically it's a very big tourist trap. It's like the one of the big. It's like I think it's like one of the biggest tourist traps in all the Midwest. There's a lot of cool stuff there, but like if you're planning to save money there, don't. You will lose money pretty fast there, because everything there costs money. There's no such thing as free in the Dells. Like it's basically Midwest Vegas at some points. Like there's nothing free there. Like you better bring some money in a good amount because I remember when me and my ex went there, you know, as vacation just for fun. We stayed there for about a week and we brought like $1,700 for the whole vacation for a whole week and yeah, we blew through it in like half that time. And I had to pay out of pocket just to drive all the way there. Otherwise, it sucked. But hey, we had fun. But fuck that bitch though. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't talk to my ex and for good reasons. But that's all I'll say. Alright, been to the Skybeam? Oh, never been to the Skybeam. I didn't even know that. Wait, what the fuck is a Skybeam? That's the first time I'm ever hearing it. Skybeam. Bean in the sky. Oh yeah, fuck that bitch. Mm-hmm. Backstabbing, lying, cheating, bitch. But that's all you'll get out of me. Yeah, that's all you'll get out of me. Anyway, the Cloud Gate. Oh, okay. Never been. What's it like? Is it a lot of fun? It's a lot of fun. You have a good time there in Chicago. Oh, okay. Well, okay. I don't know much about Chicago. Okay, that I'm not in Chicago. I can definitely tell you I'm not in Illinois. The famous sculpture. Is that the same infamous bean that people made memes about that they were going to do things to the bean? Is it that bean? Is that the bean you're referring to? Yes, the bean. Okay, that bean. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Yes, I am familiar with the bean. I remember when that was a big meme, is like, we're gonna do this to the beam. We're gonna do that to the beam. It was like so funny. But okay. Never seen it personally, but I know you're talking about. Because I have been to Chicago before, but I was just passing by. Because typically you have to drive through Chicago, a small part of it, thankfully, to even get to Wisconsin, where I'm at. Oh, shit. I'll clean that later. Okay. I did not mean to do that. What the fuck is that? Okay, that just came off my fucking paintbrush. Interesting. But yes. I mean, yeah. Wow, cheesehead alert. No, no, I'm not. I'm not from Wisconsin. I'm not from Wisconsin. No, dear fuck, no. As if I ever be from Wisconsin. Nope. I'm not gonna tell you what state I'm in, but definitely not Wisconsin. I'm somewhere in the Midwest, but not Wisconsin. I mean, I know me saying like you have to go for Chicago to get to Wisconsin where I'm at, so that kind of is a dead giveaway as to where I could be. But I don't know. You said you went, so you were infected with a cheesehead. True. True, 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 true. I mean, I still exist, even though I went through Ohio. Because as we all know, Ohio doesn't exist. It's fake. It's not real. It's the Twilight Zone. Remember that. Ohio doesn't exist. Ohio doesn't exist. Right. Now, there's one thing for every orc army. Ohio, I will find out what it actually is there. Have some friends there, even sent them stuff. I swear it's all a psyop. Oh, it absolutely is. Ohio's not real. It's just a fabrication by the government. Don't you know this? Conspiracy. But yes, Ohio doesn't exist. Remember that. Okay, if anyone in here lives in Ohio, I'm sorry. You don't exist. You're in the Matrix. Live with it. Live with it. You are in the Matrix. All right. I've driven through it though, and I could tell you, yeah, there's not much to do there. Like, not much to do at all. It is one of those states you drive by, and that's it. That's all you do. Or hell, I gotta wet this paint down. There we go. All right. All right, so also Haribo Match Fun Gummies, not the best. Solid 6 out of 4/10. Eatable, but has a chemically chased. Ugh, Haribo. Right. Also, isn't that the one with the hell is real sig? Hell's real sign? I don't remember. I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember. I don't remember right now. Ooh, that's pulling a little bit. That's okay. Shh. I love yapping about the Midwest all of a sudden. All right. Thank you for the stream. It was great. Stay safe and take care, everyone. Good night. Oh, okay. You have yourself a good night there, Jesus. Thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Mwah. Mwah. See you next time, okay? I love ya. Okay. All right. Whoops, got a little on your skin. That's okay, though. We're gonna clean it up later. Okay. Other than that, I feel like they're coming out great. They're a little messy right now, but that's okay. That is a-okay. We don't mind it a little messy around here. I see a moot green. Moot green? Oh. Oh, you mean this one here? Oh! I am so sorry. Um, I did it again. Fucking hell. No, this is a war boss screen. Oh, and there's ads. Damn it. Sorry about that. You just got to go for the ads. Alright, I'll wait for the ads and I'll finish this guy up real quick. No, I hope I didn't ruin these guys. War boss screen. Gotta add that to my list to go grab since I need more shades of green and why the same esports ad every time. Oh no! Oh, that sucks. But yes, it's war boss green. War boss green is usually, in the base coat I used for the skin was WOG green, which, welcome back from the ads, by the way, is WOG green, because WOG green's honestly a pretty good base coat for orc skin, at least in my opinion. It's also the one that's typically used for like your standard box paint orcs, like what you see on the box of orc kits. That's the typical green that they start with. And then Warboss green is the layer that they use afterward. That gives it the bright, cartoony green that you see with modern orcs. I typically like painting my orcs with like darker green skin, but I think this time, I think just because they're going to have the brighter colors around them, it'd be easier and look nicer if I had a brighter skin color for them. So we're going to do a brighter green tone for them this time around, just because it'll probably go good with the trans colors. Let's hope anyway. Let's hope. Alright, my greens are Moot, Cabalite, and Caliban. Ooh, those are also good greens from Citadel. So another advice I can give you, Citadel paints, for anyone who doesn't know, they're good, but they're expensive. Like, your typical base coat paint is gonna be like $7 in most places. And, like contrast or like a similar price and all that. So something to keep in mind when you're going to get into painting, it's going to be quite pricey. Um, but they are good paints. They're reliable. I mean, they're basically designed for, Warhammer models, so there's that. And they do pretty good at that. Vallejo is cheaper and better, not gonna lie. I actually have not really tried much of Vallejo. I do like their paint stuff for rust effects. I have tried those before. Those come out really good. But I've never tried their base paints. I'll have to give that a go at some point. I'll add that to the list. But yeah, on hindsight, probably should have primed these guys in like a bright gray or a blue or a white even. Probably would have come out better, but oh well. Oh well. We'll clean it up. It's a little messy now. That's okay. Anyway, but yeah, I never tried much of Vallejo. I do hear good things from them at least though. Like again, I have their rust paints, and those are really good for rust effects. But I don't think I've used anything else other than that from them. Because my local game store typically doesn't supply them for whatever reason. So I don't have much in the way of Vallejo. Not yet, anyway. So for that, I recommend the gray, then spray on top where the light would be, since a small amount of white. True, that's not a bad idea. I'll remember that next time. Like again, if I fuck up these guys, oh well. I learned something at least. And I got some killicans I can assemble and paint, so we could do that too. But yes, I'll remember that. So next time, that's a cheap default trick to get some good values. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I remember using that technique myself too. Another technique I use typically is I'll prime something in black, and then I'll dry brush it with some white to kind of let those edges and highlights come out. And like that's really good for speed painting, because especially if you're using just contrast paints, comes out really nice. But oh, my voice is sounding strained. Holy shit. But yes. But there's also that method. I do that method sometimes too. Sometimes. But again, I'm just getting back into it, so I'm bound to make mistakes and having to relearn some things, especially some habits. All right. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Top with some good one too with some contrast. Oh yeah. Sadly, I don't do contrast because I'm a masochist for painting designs. Yeah, I get it. Like speed painting is great, especially if you don't have too much time to paint. The venerable Dreadnought here, he was speed painted with contrast, and he came out really good. The Dreadnought here, the Redemptor, was painted traditionally, which he also came out really good. But I'd say of the two, this one came out way better. But yeah, like that's in design. But I guess it's all it's all an acquired taste, I'd say. Like I can value speed painting, I just don't do it too much. Like if I'm trying to like paint an army really fast, then I'll do it. Or especially if I have like a lot of models to paint and I don't want to spend an eternity painting them all, then I'll go the speed paint route. But right now I just don't. Like with these guys, I'm gonna kind of keep it more traditional just to kind of see what I can do before I start speed painting anything. And working with what I have, because I don't have any contrast paints for what I'm doing with these guys. So there's that unfortunate thing. That's okay. That's a-okay. Alright, gotta get this side. Alright. Alright, looking good, my little boy. And a nice little white on you. Alright. I'm a little careful here. Okay. Hope you're seeing what I'm doing alright. I know the camera angle could be a little awkward, but it's all I could do right now, unfortunately. Eh. But yes, if you're painting along with me, I hope your painting scheme is coming along nicely. Hopefully better than what I'm doing right now, currently. It's hard to see right now with how I'm doing this, but, yeah, they're looking a little messy right now. But again, that's okay. That's perfectly okay. I don't mind they're a little messy. We can work with that. We can always go back. Always go back and fix them up. Nothing wrong with that at all. Put a little too much there, but that's okay. It'll dry up here in a second. Okay. You got a wrist here. You do. Let's fix that up. Alright. It is 4 a.m., my friends. 4 a.m. What are you still doing up? Maybe you should go to bed. Well, okay, it's 4 a.m. for me. But, I don't know what time it is in your time in the world, but, your time in the world. Your part of the world, but it's 4 a.m. here. But, you know, if you're here because you can't sleep, or, you're just wanting to paint along with me, have some company tonight, you know, I'm glad I can give that for you. Especially with fishnets. And, booty shorts. Did I show that? I'm actually wearing booty shorts right now. Hold on. It's hard to see from this angle. But, yes, I am wearing, and also got a My Chemical Romance shirt on. But yes, I got some booty shorts on. You like them? Hmm? You like my fishnets and booty shorts? Hope you do. Because that's all you're gonna get. For free. I'm just gonna repeat that. For free. Alright. MCR is best. What's your favorite song? Good question. Oh, that's hard to say, because I love a lot of MCR, especially a lot of their older stuff. If I were to pick, though, like if someone put a gun to my head and told me what my favorite MCR song is, for whatever reason, just take it a little break here. I would have to pick, I'm Not Okay. I know it's basic bitch, but that song is so damn good. I'm Not Okay. I promise. I'm Not Okay. That's the actual song, by the way. I'm Not Okay. That has to be one of my favorite. That's probably my favorite MCR song. It's it's what got me into the band, and it has a very special place in my heart because of that. So, if I had to pick, it would have to be "I'm Not Okay," and it's still so catchy. I do have the Japanese cover of that, by the way, on another playlist. Actually, let me switch the playlist for it. Teenagers for me, then na 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 na. Oh, good choices. Oh, Teenagers is a good song too. Hold on, let me get it. Because I have a J-Rock playlist, and I have the Japanese cover for that song that was done by Skater Boy Kids, and it's so good. I think I played it last stream. I painted too, but we're gonna do it here. In case you've never heard it before, anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, I'll just play it now. But there you go. Enjoy. I'll shut up a little bit, and you just listen to the song. Well, I say that now, and then the VOD's actually not gonna have the music because copyright, but whatever. It's whatever. Oh yeah, we talked about it last stream. Yeah, we did. I think it was Edgy who was like curious about it, so I had to play it again. But yeah, it's a good song. It slaps so good. It slaps so damn good. I have not used this much gray before. This is crazy. Well, it's kind of more of a white, but you know. Anyway, I'll shut up unless you listen to the song. Just a little bit. Just watch me paint. Okay. Do. Hello there. Oh, hello. Noah, is it? Am I pronouncing it right? Just Noah? You like to go by Noah? Well, come on in. Yeah, we're just painting some orcs here. It's a little messy right now. But we're just painting some orcs and just having ourselves a grand old time and listening to the Japanese cover of I'm Not Okay by NCR. But yes, welcome on in. Happy to have you here. Just get cozy and maybe paint along with us. And just have ourselves a wonderful time late into the night. That's fine. My painting setup is exactly the same. Oh, okay, gotcha. You enjoy the hammers of war? Huh, chat? Do you also enjoy the hammers of war? Do you like the warhammers? Do you perhaps know about our Lord and Savior, John Warhammer? The greatest protagonist that's ever lived, John Warhammer? More of a Sigmar, though. Oh, okay, I get you. Yeah, I'm more of a 40k gal myself. Never really got too much in Age of Sigmar. Not that I don't enjoy it. I did play the Total War games a lot. Ugh, those are a lot of fun. I suck at them, but they're fun. I love playing the Skaven in both 1 and 2 because they're just fun. I love the idea of just like these silly little rat guys. I love Skaven in general. Like if there's anything from Age of Sigmar I love the most, it's the fucking Skaven. I used to do 40k, but my partner loves Sigmar, so we could both enjoy the hobby together. I switched. Aw, that's cute. That's sweet. Well, I'm happy for you. That's it. It's time to redeem the Wog again. Not the Wog! Yes, 'cause you a little rat. How dare you? How dare you, Sarah? How dare you? Call me a little rat. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeakity, squeak, squeak, squeak. I angrily squeak at you. How dare. But yeah, if I ever got to play Age of Sigmar or paint Age of Sigmar, it would probably have to be Skaven, because I love Skaven. I love their lore. I love the whole concept behind them. It's just these little underground rat people. You know what? I'm not good. I'm gonna take that back. There, you're absolutely right, Sarah. That's just me for real. Squeak, 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 squeak. My voice is dying from talking this much. Eh, I yap too much sometimes for my own good. It's a problem. It's a problem. Do 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 do. Alright. I told you to get honey. I don't have honey right now. I have to go to the store and get it. But every store is closed right now. I'm curious how these are trans orcs. Oh, we're not there yet. I had to put on some white because I'm using very bright colors for the layer paint. But they're gonna be trans orcs because I'm gonna paint them in the colors of the trans flag. So we got some blue going on. We got a little bit of white going on. This is just the base coat green, the base coat white though, and then some pink. So that's how it's gonna be trans orcs. It's gonna be the colors of the trans flag. I mean, technically speaking, orcs are kind of non-binary. I mean, when they say boys, they don't mean the same exact way we would correlate with boys, you know? I remember that actually being explained in a novel once, but I could be wrong. Awesome possum. Possum awesome. Exactly. Exactly. You know, I wonder if there's like some person who probably saw that on Twitch and got mad about it for like 2 seconds and then left. It's like, oh no, the damn transgender people are getting in my Warhammer. I'm so mad about that. I can guarantee there's like one person who saw that and got a little fumed by it, but you know what? I don't care. I actually remember last time I did the paint stream, we had this one guy show up who I'm guessing he probably saw me in my fishnets. And you know, he saw that and didn't hear me talk, but then he heard me talk and he had the fucking audacity to go, "Is that a dude's voice?" and then fucked off. Like, I try not to let it get to me, but it did kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. Ugh. But yeah, so I don't know. It's not my first time dealing with transphobia, but it's whatever. I'm just being me. Alright. I have a Space Marine army that's pink and black. They are powerful pollinators and they have flowers on their pauldrons. I love that. That's so cool. You see, that's the thing about this hobby I think a lot of people forget. You know, you have a lot of those guys who will, like, they make their own, like, custom Space Marine chapter and all that, have their own lore behind it and all that, which is cool. That's fine. That's okay. You know, if that's your own thing, go ahead. But I think people take the hobby a little too seriously sometimes. And I think everything has to be grimdark. Like, we're not allowed to have fun or anything like that, which is really fucking dumb. Like, if I want to paint some trans orcs, let me paint some fucking trans orcs. Okay, you got a problem with it? Guess what? Get off my stream. Okay? You can just go away. You don't have to be here. I'm not holding a gun to your head. Just go away. You don't have to complain about it. I don't care. But anyway, oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was near the beginning. Yes, it was. Like, it was fine after that. The rest of the stream was like, damn, like, wow, the audacity to come into someone's stream and say that. That's just, what the fuck? It's so sad that some people will go out of their way to say stuff like that. I think it really shows you how their life is going sometimes. If they're gonna go out of their way to be mad on the internet like that. To me, anyway. But I'll stop talking about it. We're here to have some fun, and positive vibes, but no bad vibes. So if you have brought bad vibes here, bad vibes. If you brought bad vibes here, get off my stream. I don't want it. Nobody wants it. Go away. Alright? But anyway, funny thing is, Warhammer is so not serious. There's a Forge World Metallica where everything they produce is louder. Exactly. Oh, thank you for the follow, Noah. Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You get kisses. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right. Nikolai Tesla is a servo skull. Exactly. It's not meant to be taken seriously, so I don't understand why people take it so seriously sometimes. I mean, yes, it can get dark and grim sometimes. It's kind of the point, but it's also silly and goofy. Like, there's a nice balance there. Let it be. All right. Anyway, the guy who came into stream, tell me you're insecure about tell me you're insecure. Exactly. Like, how would you come in someone's stream and say something so rude? So dumb. So dumb, but whatever. He's gone. He was banned on the spot by my Pookie. So I won't let it get to me. Even though I'm talking about it. So I guess it's slightly living rent-free in my head, but yeah, whatever. Wait, I actually did not know that. Tesla is a servo skull? That's so fucking cool. I love that. I did not know that in lore. Wait, who has the Tesla skull? Who has the Tesla skull? I need to know. Who has the Tesla skull? I must know who has the Tesla skull. Who currently holds the honorary Tesla skull? This is a lore we need to know. All right, 10 more follows to go till next goal. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah, we're pretty much close to 80 followers. That's awesome. If you don't know, I did not mention this on stream, but I mentioned it here. I mentioned on Blue Sky though. Um, I am planning on 100 followers. If I get to 100 followers, I will play a game of Chat's Choice, and I will be wearing a catmate outfit on stream. I will do it. I promise I will do it. But that's what I do. So if we get me to 100 followers, that's what's going to happen. So if you want to help me get to 100 followers, there's your motivation. I will wear a catmate outfit on stream while playing a game of whatever you like. I mean, the orc warlord Grigots, a noted kleptomaniac, launched his WOG into the Morlock system in 978 and 41. Oh. Whilst using warp travel to reach their quarry, Grigots and his warband unwittingly traveled through time and emerged from shifting chaos of the Imperium shortly before they had set off. Grigots hunted down and killed his temporal doppelganger, reasoning that the only way that this could be obtained, a spare of his favorite gun. The resulting confusion stops the WOG in its tracks. Something that actually happened. That's amazing. That is like the orkiest thing I've ever heard, and I love it. Also, how long have I been on this orc? I just not realized that. I've been on this orc for a while. That's okay. I just realized this guy had metal straps. Whoops. It's okay. We'll fix it. Oh, he's got gloves. I should fix that too. Alright. But that's crazy. That is so orky. I love that. Ugh, I love orcs. This is why I love orcs. They're so silly. They're so silly. They're so fun. They're so fun to paint. They're so fun to read up on. Like, everything about them is just amazing. It's the reason why they're one of my favorite factions in the whole setting. Because of that alone. Because they're just silly little guys. They're just silly little guys that go and crump and stomp everything in their path. I know someone's gonna say too, is like, but they farm humans. Buddy. The Imperium does that too. Like, you know what corpse starch is? You know what corpse starch is? Look it up. That should show you where the Imperium is at. Alright, I have to dip off. Hope you have an awesome rest of your stream. Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming, Autumn, and thank you for the follow. Mwah. Hope to catch you next time, okay? See you around, okay? Hope you have a wonderful night. Or, whatever time of day it is for you. Bye-bye. Alright, gonna finish up this guy's gloves and then move on to the next guy. Okay, the white looks a little patchy now. That's fine. I don't need it to be perfect. Okay, I'm not looking for parade ready here. I'm really not. I really just been playing the J-Rock playlist this whole time. Hope that's okay. We went from emo to post-punk and now J-Rock. Gotta love that. I love that so much. Whew, my voice is waning. Okay. I think he's good for now. Oh, gotta get his glove here. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I'm kind of batch painting this stuff just to make it easier on my little ADHD brain. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get too distracted on some details. All right. Also, they named an orc after Margaret Thatcher. Gazgul Mag Uga Fraka. Oh, wait, is that seriously what... Is that seriously... is that seriously what Gazgul is named after? That is insane. I love that. I love that. Mm. Whew. Okay, we're almost done here with the white. Because we got 2 more orcs to go. So, here's what I'm going to do. The skull of Elder Nicholas is a relic of the Adeptus Mechanicus. This skull once belonged to an ancient human who lived during the early days of mankind. Should be the correct praise psalm to be sung to it. The skull will emit a halo of electric power that expands outwards, scrambling the circuits of any war machines. Oh, that's so fucking cool. The Mechanicus is your question. Okay, that makes sense that, of course, a tech priest that of course the tech priests have the head of fucking Nikola Tesla. That sounds like their sort of thing. That sounds like something they do. And of course they basically worship Nikola Tesla like a fucking demigod. That makes sense. That is so on par for them. I love that. Just another reason I love 40K and its silliness. Just another reason. Alright, gonna get the goop brush. This time, could you please not eat it, Sarah? I need my goop brush. I need my goop brush. No eating the goop brush. This is not allowed. No eating goop brush. I will eat the goop brush. Don't eat my goop brush. This is my goop brush. Get your own goop brush. Get your own goop brush. Get your own goop brush. My goop brush. How dare you, Sarah, for eating my goop brush? It is my precious goop brush. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to finish these last 2, and I think we'll call it there for now. Good progress so far, I'd say. They're kind of looking like I think they're called blood moons right now, but fuck, I don't care. Because they're not finished yet. Believe it or not, they're not finished yet. Alright. Where's my detail brush? But yes, that sounds very on par for them to have the fucking skull of Nikola Tesla and then basically they turn it into a fucking floating EMP. I will come to the Midwest and steal the goop brush. Do not steal my goop brush. You're gonna cross. Hold on, you're gonna tell me you're gonna cross the Pacific Ocean, get all the way over to the Midwest just to steal my goop brush? How dare you? How dare you, sir? How dare you? How dare you try to steal my goop brush? Exactly, I will. Wow. I mean, I gotta at least respect your audacity there and determination. Determination. Undertale? Whoa. But yes. No steal goop brush. My goop brush. No eating, no stealing my goop brush. How dare. Alright. I get plane tickets for free sometimes, depending on the availability, so I will go eat the goop brush. My goop brush. Chat. Chat, help me get some money here so I can add a security system and lock up the goop brush so that Sarah here doesn't steal my goop brush. Because how dare you? I end the chat. How do you feel about that, chat? Does Sarah here represent you? I must know now. Does Sarah represent you? This is a question that must be answered, and honestly. All right. I'm the most legally qualified to represent chat. That is a statement, Sarah. Goddamn. That is a statement. But I'll hold you to it. Why not? Yo. May have went a little too thick there, but that's okay. It's looking a little patchy, but I'm okay with that because I'm just using it as the base for the brighter colors. That is interesting to know, though, that Gazgul was named after fucking Margaret Thatcher, out of all things. That is nuts. I did not know that. That is so funny. I mean, she deserves it, because, you know, I don't know too much about the woman. I'm not British, but, like, goddamn, she's a bitch. She is... ugh. I'm not trying to get political here, but, like, from what I read up, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, whoops. Oh, well. I can clean it up later. That should do it. Alright. Making sure my paint's still wet. I got a little bit of paint on my fingers, but that's okay. Yeah, okay, what am I missing? Okay, I need to get your wristbands here. You should be good. You do have a hair squig. So I will paint that white, I think. Just the hair. Fun fact, chat, if you didn't know, I mean, I think like most people are here now, 40k nerds, but that's okay. Either way, if you didn't know, the little tufts of hair you see on some orcs, like you see here, that is actually what is called a squig. It's one of the many types of squigs, but it's a little parasite that the orcs deliberately just plant onto their skin to like represent hair. That's like an actual thing they do. I'm not joking. So yeah, for fashion, they put little hair squigs, little parasites on top of their head to get hair. That is actually something orcs do. And I love that so much. Okay. Sorry you don't get to see fishnets as much from how I'm angled, but like, this is the most comfortable angle for me right now. Okay. Gotta get the other wrist. And then finally we're going to finish up with a knob. Gotta do what you gotta do. Exactly. But hey, there you go. By the way, that's all you're getting for free. You want the rest? You want to see the best? You gotta pay more. I'm not gonna really promote it here, but just know to some people here, I do provide certain other content on my Blue Sky under my alt account. So if you're interested, go to my main Blue Sky page and you'll see it there. But anyway, shh, I try to be sneaky about it with Twitch because they don't like that kind of content being promoted. But I do have it. I do have some stuff there for free, and eventually I'm gonna have a certain page for the special content. But yes. That guy's little hair squig there, wet with white. What was I getting? Oh yeah, his little wrist. Alright, so given how much time this takes me, here's what I'm gonna do, chat. I think off stream I'm going to take time to clean these guys up. Like, I'm not actually gonna do any final details, just clean them up. And so at least I don't have to waste time on stream cleaning up mistakes and all that. So I'll get these guys cleaned up, like them all nice and spiffy for their base coat. And next stream, I will show doing the final colors and then the shading. That way, I'm not having to sit here for 3 hours having to get white on in blue. Because that's basically all the progress we did tonight. But you know what? That's okay. Good stuff takes time. Good stuff takes time. But finally, we come to the Orc Knob, or as his name is now is Big Ripper. Thanks to the courtesy and creative mind of Sarah here. Alright. Where do I want to start with you? Start with your pants. Let's go, that me. But yeah, I'll finish up this this Orc Knob, and we'll call it a night. Because it is nearing 5 a.m. for me. Let me see if I can get a little paint on the Space Marine here. He's not primed, but I think I can get away with it. And if he's a little messy, that's okay, because he doesn't have to look perfect. He's just there for decoration. But I'm going to take your advice, Sarah. I'll go through some Space Marine bits, and I will... I'll probably prime some, and then I'll randomly add them to the bases of these models. That way they have a little decoration going on there. I'll probably get some corkboard too. I do have some corkboard lying around, and get some rocks on there just to make it look even better. Because yeah, I want some interesting bases for them. I think that'd be fun. But we will see. Trust the process. Ooh, yeah, go all out, definitely. I'll see what I have. I could probably kit bash something, because I think I have some, Space Marine torsos also. Unfortunately, I don't have any Guardsman bits. I do, however, have Tau bits and Death Guard bits. So we can mix and match. It doesn't necessarily have to be just Space Marines. It could be a whole bunch of things, because I like to think these Orc boys are experienced, like they've been through hell, and that they have fought a whole bunch of things, so would not put it past them if they fought more than just Space Marines. Like Guardsmen, Necrons, Tau, Death Guard. I can see that working. I'll give it a shot. I definitely need to get better at kit bashing in general. Let's see here. All right, he's almost done. I just got to get his shirt, then his helmet, and he's good to go. Well, and his wrist too. Probably, yeah, he's got gloves on. He's got one glove on. Or is that your arm? No. Okay. But yeah, I will definitely clean these guys up off stream. That way you don't have to see me waste my time having to clean them up from my big mess. So I will do that. No worries there. And get the back of his shirt. Oops. Well, I was gonna get on helmet anyway. Alright. Almost done here. Almost done. Mm-hmm. I know I'm kind of going fast and sloppy here, but that's okay. Like, again, I'm not worrying about being precise. I'm just trying to get the paint on the models. I'll clean it up later. I'll do that off stream, so I don't have to do that another night where I'm just wasting half stream cleaning them up. If you're all okay with that anyway. It's not like I can cheat. How do you cheat with painting minis? Hmm. I mean, I guess get someone else to do them for you, but I don't know. That's not fun to me, though. I like painting, even if I'm not the best at it. As you're kind of seeing a little bit here. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll get back to how I was in my prime, where I was, like, semi-decent at it. And could get some interesting designs, but I don't know. Trying to be positive. You could record it and post it on your tube. True. Yeah, doing prep is good, so you can move, so you can have more progress. True. Okay, yeah, okay, I'll do that then. Off stream, because I think I want to do these paint streams like once a week anyway. I will clean these guys up, and I'll have them ready to do the final stuff. Which is mostly putting on the final coats of paint, and then finally shading them. Okay, he's got good enough white there. He's gotta get a little wristband here that I gotta clean up. Edit all the streams in the local recorder to do a shorter long form vid. Would be a fun idea to broaden your horizon and make some short forms about each lore. True! I did not think of that. I could definitely do that. Good idea. Thank you for suggesting that. Alright. There we go. Oh, we got a little bit of his head here. bit of his feetsies, and he should be set to go. Let me get the Space Marine real quick. Got an idea for him, but we'll see how it goes. He's gonna look a little messy, but that's okay. I want him looking worn and gross, like he's been sitting there a while. So honestly, this feels very patchy on him. That's okay. That's what I want. Okay. I think that should be a wrap. All right. That should do it. Woo. All right. Another paint stream done. And at nearly 4 hours. Woo, I'm getting better at this. But okay, I'm liking how the colors are looking so far. It's probably going to look even better once I actually get like the pink on it. And a better white. I probably should see if I have a layer paint white, because that probably would do better than the Corax white, but who knows. Alright, well, first of all, thank you all for joining me. Thank you for chilling with me for basically almost all the night. And I will now go look for someone to raid real quick. So let me swoop to just chat. And turn off the music. Oh. Hold on. Sorry, my cats are fighting. Hold on. Hey! You two get along. Sorry about that. My cats were fighting. I swear they're sisters sometimes, so like there's days they get along and there's days they don't. Ugh. Anyway, where was I? Right. Okay, so let's get to rating someone. Who have I not rated? I want to rate my friends, but if I rated them before, like, I don't feel like that's fair. Okay. Similar, smaller size. Nope. Not many my time zone. Oh boy. We'll go with that. Why not? Similar size to me. Oh wait, no, I did you before. Whoops. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. We got someone to raid. Alright. Alright, was a fun stream. Definitely got some cameline and honey when you can use the store. Next for all the talking. I definitely will. Thank you. Alright, well, I hope you all are having a wonderful... I hope you all had a wonderful night, and I will catch you later. Okay? Oh, wait, no. Second thought, not that person. God damn, looking for someone similar size to me. I don't want to raid a big dog. That's kind of embarrassing. Eh. Okay. You know what? I'll just raid them. Why not? I raided them before, but I got no one else to raid. Okay. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will catch you later, okay? I love you all. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow night again. I don't know what yet. Maybe some bolt gun. Maybe we'll get back to Finance Fridays, one of the two. But I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will catch you all later. Mwah. Oh, wait, shit. No, she's a... they're about to be... Oh! Oh! Iris! Iris, I was just talking about you! I was just talking about you. Hey, Iris, welcome on in. Hi, Raiders. Happy to have you here. I'm actually just about to end stream myself. If you don't know me, my name is May Mortem. I'm an elf witch, interdimensional traveler, doer of moms, and also a prankster of the SCP Foundation, and a lover of liminal spaces and punk. Welcome on in. I'm actually about to end stream here soon and desperately trying to find someone to raid that is not a big dog. Uh, but hey, Iris, how are you doing? We just got done of a paint stream. I was painting some 40k orcs. That was my stream. How was your stream? I think you were playing Splatoon, right? So real, it's EB time. It absolutely is EB time. Because I gotta go to work here in a few hours, so. Orcs! Yes, orcs! But yeah, so sorry. I'm gonna have to take your raiders and have them join me in another raid. But yes, but I appreciate it nonetheless, so I really appreciate that. Mwah. Kisses for you. Thank you for the raid, I really appreciate it. Ranked Splatoon? Oh, nice, nice, nice. I want a magical orc girl. You know what, Iris? For you, I will kit bash a magical orc girl. How's that sound? Because the orcs I'm actually painting right now, actually, that's a good idea. I could do a weird boy. I could do a weird boy that's a magical girl. That's perfect. Okay, I'm saving that. Because I'm building a new orc army, and they're going to be painted the colors of the trans flag. So that would actually be perfect. Thank you. That's a good idea. I'm gonna write that down and save that. Magical girl orc. That's gonna be my weird boy. Because I want a weird boy in the army. Even if they kind of suck in 10th edition now, but eh. But anyway, I'll stop diverging. I'm gonna raid somebody real quick. Uh, but who knows how it's gonna go. But thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you all for coming. Mwah, mwah. Alright, I'm gonna look for someone to raid now, so you're all gonna go bother that person instead. Either way, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will catch you all later, okay? Alright, there we go. Let's fucking go. Alright. I love you all. Alright, bye-bye.